Live from the Maverik Center in West Valley City, it's Utah Grizzlies hockey. As tonight's the opener of a three-game series as the Grizzlies take on the Wichita Thunder. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Utah Grizzlies hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. It's a beautiful Friday night here in the Salt Lake Valley as the Grizzlies take on the Wichita Thunder in the start of a three-game series. And for the Grizzlies, it's the start of 6 straight here at Maverik Center. Grizzlies are coming off a road trip where they went 1-3, but the Grizzlies did pick up a 4-1 victory in the finale of the road trip. That was on Sunday afternoon as Jake Barczewski stopped the first 31 shots he saw, and he ended up saving 33 of 34. Derek Dashke was a stud as he had 1 goal and 2 assists. Grizzlies also got goals from Adam Berg, Hunter Warner, and Briley Wood. And even though Bloomington outshot Utah 34-24, the Grizzlies came away with a 4-1 victory. Interestingly enough, in all 12 of the Grizzlies' victories this season, they have scored 4 or more goals. And so 4 maybe for the Grizzlies tonight against a pretty tough Wichita Thunder club who come in with a record of 22-14-2-1. And really, it's been defensively that Wichita has excelled in as they've got a team save percentage of .927. Earlier this week, the league named all-star teams, even though there is no all-star game. They did recognize those that would be in the all-star game if there was such a contest. And for the Grizzlies, it was Derek Dashke who gets the nod. Dashke's been one of the best defensemen in the league. He has 28 points this season, 7 goals, and 21 assists. And we'll get to Dashke a little bit later on in the pregame report, as it looks like a good Friday night crowd is filing in here to Maverik Center. If you're in the West Valley area, come on down and enjoy some Grizzlies hockey with us. If not, we obviously got the game on Flow Sports as well as YouTube. YouTube is the official audio channel of the Utah Grizzlies radio network. And speaking of YouTube and social media, this game is free as it's the ECHL Flow Hockey Game of the Week that you can see for free on the league's social media channels as well as Flow Hockey's social media channels. So we welcome everybody who's tuned in via those apps, those social media platforms, and hopefully be a fun night of hockey here as the Grizzlies take on the Thunder for the 4th time this season. Wichita swept Utah in a 3-game set over at Intrust Bank Arena 2 months ago. When we come back, we'll talk about who's been hot for the Grizzlies as of late, and we'll also talk about the Wichita Thunder who are in the Salt Lake Valley for the first time this season. We're in business on a Friday night, and you're listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Welcome back to Maverik Center. I'm Tyson Whiting. Face-off is in about 15 minutes from now as the Grizzlies take on the Wichita Thunder. This is the first of a 3-game series, and for the Grizzlies, it's the start of the second half of the regular season. It's game 37 of 72, and as for the Wichita Thunder, they haven't played in 9 days. They were off last weekend. Wichita will be making their 40th appearance of the season. For the Grizzlies, Derek Dashke was named to the league's midseason all-star team. Dashke leads the Grizzlies in assists with 21. He also leads the club with 28 points. Dashke has the best plus-minus on the team at a +8 rating. He also leads Utah with 10 power play points, and he's tied for the club lead with 4 power play goals, and he also is tied for the team lead with 2 game-winning goals on the season. Dashke also leads the Grizzlies with 7 multiple-point games on the year, and he has a point in 19 of 29 games this year. So Derek Dashke's certainly been a consistent performer for the Grizzlies this season. And even though he didn't get any of the 3 stars on Sunday, despite the fact he had 1 goal and 2 assists, and Jake Barczewski stopped the first 31 shots he saw on Sunday, and he saved 33 of 34. He was not listed as one of the 3 stars on Sunday in the 4-1 victory over the Bloomington Bison. Grizzlies come in with a record of 12, 21, and 3 on the year, but the Grizzlies are 7-5 over their last 12 games, and over the last 13 games, the Grizzlies have scored 49 goals. So they're averaging close to 4 goals per game over the last month, and Wichita's one of those teams that it's tough to score on. Trevor Gorsuch will get the start in net, and in 7 games this season, he has a 5-1, 0-1 record, and he has a .958 save percentage and a 1.52 goals against average. Gorsuch has been outstanding. We mentioned in the last segment, Wichita's team save percentage this season is .927, and they've got an outstanding top forward line, which includes Jay Dickman, Peter Bates, and Kobe Walker. All 3 of the forwards that will get the start for Wichita tonight have a plus 15 rating or better on the season. So see what the Grizzlies can do against a high-powered Wichita Thunder club. Keaton Mastrodonato has been outstanding here on the Maverik Center ice. He has a point in all 7 home games he's appeared in, 5 goals and 7 assists. And Neil Shea has a point in all 9 home games he's played in. In fact, Shea is averaging 2 points per game at home this season, 10 goals and 8 assists here on the Maverik Center ice. Watch out for the Grizzlies' power play. They have 5 power play goals in their last 6 games, and the Grizzlies really have improved on the penalty kill this year. Utah is 35 for 40 on the penalty kill over the last 12 games. That's an 87.5 percentage rate. And the Grizzlies' penalty kill on the season, which was ranked dead last in the league, and it's still dead last in the league. But at one point, the penalty kill was at 52%. And now on the season, the penalty kill is at 68% on the year. So we'll see if the Grizzlies get plenty of special teams opportunities. The power plays look pretty strong as of late, and the Grizzlies' penalty kill has really held their own in recent weeks. Wichita is 12-4-2 over their last 18 games, and it's going to be important for both teams to play with the lead. Wichita is 15-5-1 when leading after 1 period. They're 16-1 when leading after 2, and the Grizzlies have been a pretty good club at protecting leads in their own right. The Grizzlies, when leading after 1 period, have a record of 7-2, and they are 9-0 when leading after 2 periods this season. Should be a fun one here as the Grizzlies take on the Wichita Thunder for the 4th time this season. Utah has normally dominated Wichita here on the Maverik Center ice all time. The Grizzlies have a record of 22-3 against Wichita here at Maverik Center. So we'll see if the Grizzlies can have their way here tonight against Wichita in the opener of a 3-game series. The Grizzlies NHL affiliate, the Colorado Avalanche, just made a massive trade. Details are still filtering through social media, but Mikko Rantanen has been traded. I think he might have been traded to Carolina. It's a 3-team complicated deal, and we'll get the details on that a little bit later, but it looks like the Colorado Avalanche have made a big trade over the last half hour, and we'll give you updates on that in a little bit. The Wichita Thunder's NHL affiliate is the San Jose Sharks. When we come back, we'll give you the lineups for both teams. It's the Grizzlies and the Thunder. Face-off is in about 10 minutes from now here in the Salt Lake Valley, and you're listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Maverik's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Welcome back to Maverik Center. I'm Tyson Whiting. Face-offs in about 10 minutes from now, as it's the ECHL Flow Hockey Game of the Week. That's available for free on the ECHL social media platforms as well as the Flow Hockey social media platforms. Should be a fun one tonight. Grizzlies are led by fourth-year head coach Ryan Kanaswich. The Wichita Thunder are led by the 2020-21 League Coach of the Year, Bruce Ramsey. Let's get to the lineups for both teams. First for the visiting Wichita Thunder, who come in with a record of 22-14-2-1. This is their 40th game this season. It's just their 14th game away from Intrust Bank Arena, as 26 of the first 39 games for Wichita this season were played at Intrust Bank Arena. They were at home 2/3 of the games so far this season. Wichita is 7-5-1 on the road this year. Getting the start in net will be Trevor Gorsuch. He's got a record of 5-1-0-1 with a 1.52 goals against average and 958 save percentage. Gorsuch is listed at 6'2" and 220 pounds. The backup goaltender for Wichita tonight is Samuel St. Air. The starting forward line for Wichita includes 3 guys who have a plus-minus rating of 15 or better. Peter Bates is an all-star representative for Wichita, and he's had an outstanding year. Bates will be wearing number 12 for Wichita tonight. He is 6'1" and 190 pounds. In 39 games this year, Bates has 12 goals and 31 assists. He also has a plus 25 rating this season, and he has 13 multiple-point games. So watch out for Peter Bates. He'll be wearing number 12 for the Thunder tonight. He will be getting the start, as is Kobe Walker, who's a plus 20 this year. Walker in 39 games has 13 goals and 24 assists. Walker is 5'10" and 172 pounds. Jake Dickman will also get the start. Dickman is a plus 15 this season. This is his 6th season with the Thunder. Dickman is 6'6" and 205 pounds. In 39 games this year, has 14 goals and 23 assists. So starting forward line, and they've all been outstanding this year. Bates, Walker, and Dickman. The second forward line from left to right is Joe Carroll, Nolan Burke, and Austin Heidemann. Third forward line for Wichita on Bruce Ramsey's lineup sheet from left to right is Jake Wallen, Carter Jones, and Dylan Boucher. Boucher is the Wichita captain. He has 2 goals and 3 assists in 38 games. For the fourth forward line features Artem Guryev. He's got an NHL contract with San Jose. He's lined up with Alex Gritz, who's making his league debut. Gritz played with Fayetteville in 33 games this season, the SPHL, where he has 12 goals and 13 assists. And so Gritz will make his ECHL debut tonight. And Declan Smith is also on that fourth forward line. He is scoreless in 18 games this season. There's only 2 scratches for Wichita tonight, and that's Ryan Finnegan and Tyler Jetty. So that's the forwards for Wichita tonight. Getting the start will be Dickman, Walker, and Bates. The starting defensive pairing features Braden Hache, who's a plus 11 this season. In 28 games, he has 2 goals and 14 assists. And Nolan Neen, who's a plus 15 this year. In 37 games, Neen has 4 goals and 15 assists. So Hache and Neen are the starting defensive pairing for the Thunder. You will also see Dominic Dockery paired up with Jeremy Bushler. Bushler is an all-star representative. He's an outstanding rookie who has 6 goals and 18 assists in 39 games. And watch out for Bushler on Wichita's power play, as he has 11 power play points this year, 2 goals and 9 assists. And we will also see Nico Somerville paired up with TJ Lloyd. Lloyd scored a goal in November against Utah in Wichita's 3-game sweep over the Grizzlies. So that's the visiting Wichita Thunder, who are 13th in the league in goals per game, and they are 5th in goals allowed per game at 2.51. And now the lineup for the homestanding Utah Grizzlies, who have a record of 12, 21, and 3 on the season. But Utah is 7-5 over their last 12 games. Getting the start in net will be Jake Barcheski. This will be his 15th appearance this year. Barzo's got a record of 5-5 on the year with a 3.58 goals against average and 895 save percentage. Over his last 8 appearances, Barcheski's been outstanding, where he has a 5-3 record with a 925 save percentage and 2.54 goals against average. Vinny Duplessis is the backup tonight. The starting defensive pairing is Brian Yoon and Derek Dashke. Dashke is Utah's all-star representative. Even though there is no all-star game, he was named to the league's midseason all-star team. Dashke has 28 points in 29 games this season. He leads Utah with a +8 rating. Yoon in 22 games this year has 4 goals and 9 assists and a +3 rating. The other defensive pairings we're expected to see tonight include Cody Corbett, who's got an A on his black sweater. He'll be paired up with Cade Jensen. We will also see Andrew Nilsson paired up with Cooper Jones, who's making his home debut. Jones is 5'8" and 170 pounds, although he did play at Maverik Center as a member of the visiting team when he was with Rapid City in Idaho last year. Jones will be making his 4th appearance with Utah this season. He was acquired in a trade last week with the Jacksonville Icemen. There's one defensive scratch tonight, and that's Dylan Savankov. Starting forwards for the Grizzlies, it's their top forward line on Ryan Kanasewicz's lineup card. Keaton Mastrodonato will get the start. He has 17 points in 17 games this year, 7 goals and 10 assists. This is his 8th home appearance this season. He's got a point in all 7 home games for Utah this year. Cole Fonstad will also get the start. He has 12 assists in 19 games. Fonstad had 2 assists in Sunday's 4-1 victory over Bloomington. And Chad Hillebrand will also be making his home debut. So Hillebrand and Jones will be on the Maverik Center ice as part of the home team for the first time. Hillebrand is scoreless in 3 games this year, but he's got pretty good size at 6'4" and 201 pounds. And he really made an impact in front of the net on Sunday. And he screened Bloomington goaltender Yannick Pretz on Hunter Warner's goal from the right point, which turned out to be the game winner halfway through the first period. Warner was released earlier this week by the Grizzlies. So starting forward line is Mastrodonato, Fonstad, and Hillebrand from left to right. The second forward line will include Reed Lebster, who's paired up with the captain, Mick Messner. It's Messner's first game here at Maverik Center as the captain, and it's his 4th game overall wearing the C for the Grizzlies. And Cole Gallant, the Western Michigan product, he was a teammate for 3 seasons with Chad Hillebrand at Western Michigan University. Gallant will be wearing number 25. He's appeared in every game for the Grizzlies this year and has 2 goals and 17 assists. So second forward line is Lebster, Messner, and Gallant. Third forward line from left to right is Adam Berg, Luke Manning, and I had listed Brian Yoon as a forward for some reason. The fourth forward line will be Craig Armstrong, Cade Nilsson, and Neil Shea. Shea's got a point in all 9 home games he's appeared in. Let's see, that third forward line is Berg, Manning, and Briley Wood. Wood will be in there for the Grizzlies. Briley Wood has 13 goals and 14 assists this season. He's been one of the best rookies in the league. So third forward line again is Berg, Manning, and Wood. Fourth forward line is Armstrong, Nilsson, and Shea. Forward scratches are Cameron Buell, Blake Wells, Dylan Fitz, Aaron Aragon, Tyson Upper, and Braden Nicoletts. When we come back, we'll have face-off here at Maverik Center. It's the Grizzlies and the Wichita Thunder meeting in the opener of a 3-game series. This is Flow Hockey's ECHL Game of the Week.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more.
Maverik's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
It's a great night for hockey as two big standings points are on the line as Utah Grizzlies take on the Wichita Thunder, the opener of a 3-game series. Grizzlies are wearing a black jersey with white numbers and professional green trim. As we've passed the halfway point of the regular season for the Grizzlies, and that means it's a jersey swap. Grizzlies wore white here at Maverik Center in the first half of the season. They're going to be wearing the blacks for the majority of home games the rest of the way. Wichita's in a white jersey with black numbers, a little bit of silver trim, and maybe a slight bit of blue mixed in. Got a good goaltending matchup. Trevor Gorsuch has a .958 save percentage in 7 games this year. The Wichita team save percentage is .927. Jake Barczewski's been outstanding in 8 games, where in his last 8 games he has a record of 5-3 with a .925 save percentage. Brian Kanasowicz is going with a navy blue suit jacket with a light blue shirt and a multicolored tie. He's in his 4th season as Grizzlies head coach. Kanasowicz is the all-time leader in goals, assists, and points in team history. Chaz Noche and Ben Betker are the 2 referees. The linesmen are Andy Van Wagener and Andrew Collins. Draws one by the Grizzlies. They skate from right to left. Masha Donato from neutral ice will fire it in. As it goes wide of the mark, stick side on Gorsuch. Yoon gets it at the Utah line. He'll spin it out to Masha Donato. Off his stick, it goes deep into the Thunder zone. As Wichita will skate towards the right corner. Puck gets reversed to the left point. Kept in by the all-star Dashke. He'll throw it to the right side. A glance off of Masha Donato's stick, the second-year pro out of Canisius. Hillebrand holds his ground behind Wichita's net. Masha Donato near goal line. Will get it up top to Dashke. Left point. He fires lefty shot. Kick saved by Gorsuch. Rebound goes out to Wichita as the Thunder have a glance off Jay Dickman's stick. Yoon fires it back in deep as the Grizzlies make their first line change of the game. Hillebrand in his size engulfs number 27, Nolan Neen, a 6-foot, 185-pound defenseman. Puck goes across off the near boards. Andrew Nilsson will swirl in front of Utah's net. Nilsson will pitch it to his left off the boards for Gallant, who's got an A on his sweater. Puck goes deep into the Thunder zone. Mick Messner in his first home game wearing the C. Andrew Nilsson delivers a hit on Austin Heidemann. Grizzlies run down the puck deep in their own zone. Cooper Jones with great speed. He's wearing number 43 in his home debut. Up top, Bushler, right side. His shot is blocked by Gallant. Webster gets the loose puck far corner. He tried to spin it out towards Nilsson. Now the puck goes to Nilsson, who angles the pass to the left, looking for Messner. He has a tap off Bushler's stick. Thunder skate in with momentum. Nolan Burke, right side, skates around Utah's net. He feathers it out in front, and Heidemann got occupied on a good defensive play by Utah's Cade Jensen. Grizzlies cross center ice, and Wood will dump it in. He chases after it. The first-year pro, 22 years old. Puck goes to the near corner. Wichita will wing it ahead, looking for the left side or the right side. Pass goes wide of the mark, looking for Wichita captain Dylan Boucher. Right side, TJ Lloyd. Shot saved by Barczewski. As the Thunder keep it in the offensive zone, Boucher will feed it to the left corner. Glanced off the skate of a referee. Now left side swing and a miss on a righty shot. TJ Lloyd will feather it towards the near corner. Boucher trying to get it down the middle as he was looking for Carter Jones. Pass goes wide of the mark, and it goes all the way into the Thunder zone. Grizzlies will reshuffle the deck. As we played 2 minutes, both teams have one shot, and the Thunder have it back deep in their own zone. TJ Lloyd will throw it towards Boucher, who taps it across off a skate. As the Thunder dump it in, does Artem Guriev, who's got an NHL contract with San Jose. Grizzlies get it to Cade Nilsson off his stick. Armstrong gets it. He'll skate horizontally towards the right side, and the Grizzlies are offside as Neil Shea entered the offensive zone before Armstrong came in with the puck. Interesting forward line with Nilsson, Armstrong, and Shea. That's got some offensive potential. Armstrong's got 5 goals in his last 16 games. Cade Nilsson's been a pretty good distributor for the Grizzlies. And Neil Shea's been outstanding for Utah. Shea, in 19 games this year, leads Utah with 14 goals. He also has 11 assists. Thunder win the draw. They get it out to center ice. Guriev will shovel it in. He'll chase after it with good speed. Barczewski spins along the boards towards the far side for Armstrong. Races out to the center red line, and he'll chip it in. Shea chases after it. Shea gets back checked. It's the Thunder defenseman. Nolan Neen loses his stick. Shea, well, backhanded across. Skipping puck goes off a Yoon's stick. Shot saved away by Gorsuch. That shot was taken by Cade Nilsson from the right wing. As Wichita will saucer it off the near boards. Dashke gets it. He skates in. Left side. Dashke surveys. He'll skate to the near goal line. He tried to center it out in front, looking for a cutting Chad Hillebrand. Pass behind him. Thunder cross center ice. Wichita 2-on-3. Step over the offensive line. Jay Dickman gets cut off by Hume. Taking the puck is Fonstad, who races towards the near wing boards. And he will loft it out of play into the penalty box area. Is it going to be delay of game? No, the referee says it tapped off the glass. So Draw's going to come back into the Grizzlies zone. 16:36 is left in the first period. Who's your pick to click tonight? Who's going to be the player of the game for the Grizzlies? I'm not sure. I think Chad Hillebrand's going to get his first pro goal tonight. He is my pick to click. If you're a Wichita Thunder fan tuned in tonight, who's your pick to click? Peter Bates would certainly be a popular pick, and he's taking the face-off for Wichita. He's out there with Kobe Walker and Jay Dickman. All three of those Wichita forwards have a plus 15 rating or better this season. Draw one by Utah. Cooper Jones around his net. We'll get it to the right side. Mastrodonato across to Nielsen, who directs it towards center ice. Puck bounced over Mastrodonato's stick. Peter Bates, the all-star representative for Wichita. They've got two on the club. Jeremy Bushler is also an all-star. As puck goes into the near corner. Grizzlies out to center ice. Fonstad couldn't reach far enough to gather the puck. As Cooper Jones lets it go past him deep in the Barcheski will slide it towards the near side. As Nielsen across to Mastrodonato, skips it towards Hillebrand. He'll skate in. Lefty shot. Saved by Gorsuch. Boy, there was almost his first pro goal. And this being Hillebrand's 16th pro game. Hillebrand will tap it off a Wichita stick. As Hillebrand probably has the best look of anybody so far as he was skating down the middle. Now Wichita left wing, skating towards their right's Kobe Walker. He stops in the right point as the Thunder in the offensive zone. He tried to get to TJ Lloyd. It goes past him. Corbett will snap it out to center ice looking for Lebster. Gets cut off by Nico Somerville, who's even in the plus-minus category in 17 games for Wichita. Over the line, Joe Carroll, right side, he gets back check. Gallant took it away and got it to Corbett. Back towards Gallant, who crosses center ice. Around 3 steps over the line and shovels the puck towards Messner. Skates in, right side, will take a lefty shot. And he fired a changeup, and Gorsuch snatched it about stomach high, and he holds on. 15:21 is left in the first. Grizzlies have 4 shots to Wichita's 1. We're just getting underway, so grab some chips and dip in a beverage of your choice and enjoy part of Friday with us. Same teams will meet on Saturday night at 7:10, and then Monday night will also be a 7:10 start. And with Monday nights this season, you can get a family 4-pack of tickets for just $48. Grizzlies won the draw. Yoon, right side, he'll take a righty shot that goes wide as he missed the net. Stick side on Gorsuch. Grizzlies skate from right to left as we see it from section 114. Thunder from left to right. Gallant to the right corner. He's got good speed. The Western Michigan product trying to get it out towards Messner in front of the net. It goes past him all the way deep towards Barcheski, who outlets it to Neutrice. Pass goes tape to Gallant. Gallant over the line left wing. He'll drop it for Lebster. He's got 7 goals this season. He tried to find a cutting Messner out in front. It goes past him. As the Thunder back behind their net, TJ Lloyd loses the puck. Lebster centers the Dashke. Dashke skates in, lefty shot. Rebound shot. Saved by Gorsuch again. Gallant had the second shot. Dashke had the first. Grizzlies right side. As Luke Manning skates towards the right dot, will take a lefty shot, and that's blocked. Now Lebster's shot. That one's blocked by Heidemann. Thunder will skate around their net, and stopping behind the net's Nolan Neen. Grizzlies will switch up skaters. Neen back behind his net, as Wichita will switch up forwards. Neen will drop it as the Thunder will get it out to center ice. Dylan Boucher will toss it to his left off the boards. Skating after it with good speed is Jake Wallen, number 83. Out towards the right side, Thunder. Dylan Boucher will tap it off a Grizzly, and that was Andrew Nelson. Puck is hiked up top to the right side as Braden Hache loses it down the middle. Adam Berg drags down Wallen, and it's going to be Utah's first penalty as Wallen was trying to accept the puck in the slot about halfway from the blue line to the goal line. Berg dragged him down, and it's going to be Utah's first penalty of the game as Adam Berg gets 2 minutes for holding. 13:57 left in the first. Thunder will be on the power play when we come back in 1 minute. This is Full Hockey's ECHL Game of the Week.
Jerry Seiner, the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Adam Berg is in the box. 2 minutes for holding. 6:03 into the contest. There's 13:57 left. The Thunder's power play is an even 18% this season, 19th best in the league. Grizzlies' penalty kill is 68%, but they are 35 for 40 over their last 12 games at an 87.5% clip. Thunder win the draw. They are on the right side of the ice as the Thunder back along the left wing. Peter Bates stands around. He's in the left circle as he'll drop it back for Burke. He'll take a lefty shot. Saved by Barczewski. Rebound. Grizzlies trying to clear it out. It stays in. Skating down the middle. Bates toe drag. Shot goes wide. And taking the puck's Cole Fonstad. He'll tap it up. Looking for Masher Donato at center ice. Is picked off by Jeremy Bushler. 11 power play points this season. Dickman, sorry pass. Shot to score. Dickman to Carroll to the back of the net. As Joe Carroll gets his 12th of the year. And just like that, the Thunder get a power play goal as they take a 1-0 lead with 13:23 left in the first. Good passing by the Thunder. It was kind of tic-tac-toe from Burke down the middle of the ice to the right side for Dickman, then back across in front of the net as he found Joe Carroll. And Carroll was outstanding in the Wichita 3-game sweep over the Grizzlies in November. Carroll had 4 goals in that 3-game series at Intrust Bank Arena, and Carroll picks up his 5th goal against the Grizzlies this year. Utah has outshot Wichita 7-1, but the Thunder score on their second power play shot of the night. As Carroll gets the goal, Grizzlies skate in, looking for Shea down the middle of the ice as he was in front of the net, and the pass went behind him. As the Thunder skate from left to right, we're back to even strength as Wichita leads 1-0. As Grizzlies are in the offensive zone, Neil Shea over to the left side, over to Nielsen. Left circle, lefty shot, saved by Gorsuch. Now right side, Grizzlies fire towards the net. It goes wide as Gorsuch lost his balance. Masher Donato make that Nielsen gets rammed along the near wing boards. Wichita across the center ice, and Wallen will dump it in. Barczewski behind his net. Will drop it off for Cooper Jones. Jones has good speed, 5'8", 170 pounds. He'll throw it between Nielsen's legs. He'll get it off the boards. Nielsen turns it over. Thunder skate in left side center and out in front. And they were looking, pass went wide of the mark. Thunder get out to the right side. Shot and a score. Declan Smith gets his first of the year as he was on the right wing. Collected a pass and he fired a righty shot over Barczewski. And so just like that, it's 2-0. It's Smith's first goal of the season. And for Declan Smith, it is his first pro goal. Saved that puck. It's his 23rd game as a professional. And Declan Smith with his first goal of the season and first goal professionally as Wichita's 4th forward line gives them a 2-0 lead. Smith with the goal. Alex Gritz in his Thunder and ECHL debut picks up an assist. So the Thunder score 2 goals 56 seconds apart, and they lead 2-0. Wichita will slice it towards the right wing. Kobe Walker skates in. Walker towards the right corner, looking for Dickman out in the middle of the ice. It goes off his stick. Somerville feeds to the left side. Thunder try to center it. Bates gets it tapped away by Corbett. As McMessner will loft the puck out towards Gallant. Gallant left side, collects the bouncing puck. He'll skate towards the end boards. Now feed it to the left side for Jensen. It goes past him deep in the Grizzlies zone. Barczewski behind his net. Will swing it towards the right side for Jensen, who wobbles it towards Neutrice. It goes past Bushler. Lebster takes the puck 2-on-2. He gets it knifed away by Dockery. And on a drive by Lebster, trying to get it towards Gallant. It goes past him. Wichita along the near boards. Walker drops it for Bates, who crosses center ice. 3-on-3, Bates over the line. He'll stop in the left point. He gets tapped away by Lebster. Puck goes to Neutrice. Grizzlies reshuffle the deck. Thunder's Jake Dickman will toss it towards the left corner, hits the top of the boards, and flies out of play. 11:25 is left in the first. Thunder lead 2-0. They have all sorts of momentum here in the game, even though Utah has outshot Wichita 8-4. The Thunder's first goal was on a power play. Joe Carroll with his 5th against Utah this year and 12th overall. Jake Dickman and Nolan Burke with the assist. And then 56 seconds later, 7:33 in, it was Declan Smith getting his first pro goal, with Alex Gritz getting his first ECHL assist. Gritz with Fayetteville earlier this season in the SBHL. He had 25 points in 33 games, 12 goals, and 13 assists. Thunder win the draw, but it goes past Bushler, runs it down. Bushler is one of the best rookie defensemen in the league. He stations himself behind Trevor Gorsuch, who has a 1.52 goals against average this season. Thunder get it out to center ice, and they dump it in. Behind the net, Grizzlies spin it to the right side as Wichita try to get it towards a cutter on the right side, and that's Heidem, and it goes past him. Hillebrand off the far boards to Mastro Donato. Mastro fires towards the net wide, as it was kind of a tough angle horizontally on Gorsuch. Puck back to Neutron. Stashke tried to nudge it ahead towards Fonstad. He couldn't get it, as the Thunder back in their own zone reset the attack. As Nolan Needs out there with Braden Hache. As the Thunder drop it, they've got good team speed. Wichita flies to center ice. Jones skates towards the right side. He fires towards the net. Saved by Barcheski. And he holds on to the low liner as Carter Jones utilized his speed. He went coast to coast along the right wing. Found himself a good shooting angle. He fired it low on Barcheski. But the first-year pro out of Canisius in Michigan made the stop. Draws give me on the right side. Carter Jones, no relation to the Grizzlies. Cooper Jones will take the draw. Luke Manning will take the face-off, the St. Thomas product. Manning's out there with Adam Berg and Briley Wood. Draw one by the Grizzlies. Towards the end boards, Jones goes down. Cooper, that is. He got knocked down by Wichita's Dylan Boucher. Thunder move it to center ice. It's picked off by Andrew Nilsson. He'll skate down Broadway, veer off to the left. He'll toss it to the left corner as Adam Berg gets it back in the right wing. He tried to get it towards Wood. It tapped off a skate. Now right side Grizzlies will toss into the left corner as it's run down by Nolan Neem. His pass angle left goes tape to tape. Thunder over the offensive line. Thunder get it towards Jones. Left side, righty shot. Saved by Barcheski. He holds on. So that's 2 shots in a row by Carter Jones, who has no goals and 3 assists in 30 games this season. Barcheski made the stop about shoulder high with 9:58 left in the first. Grizzlies at one point had a 7-1 advantage in the shot count, and now it's 8-6. It's still in the Grizzlies' edge, but Wichita here in this segment of play after the timeout, they've outshot the Grizzlies 5-1. Good Friday night crowd filing in here. I guess we got about 5,000 or 6,000 here spread out around the Maverik Center lower bowl. Cade Nilsson will take the draw, but it's won by Wichita. Left side, shot saved by Barcheski. He holds on as Nico Somerville fired it off the right shoulder or left shoulder of Barcheski. He was able to make the save. That's the second straight shot Wichita's taken. That's gone about shoulder high, and Barcheski both times have done a good job corralling the puck and not allowing Wichita to get a second chance. Barcheski's done a good job controlling rebounds over his last 8 games. Grizzlies won the draw. Neil Shea will skate towards Neutron. He'll saucer it off the right wing boards, looking for Cade Nilsson. It's dashed away back to center ice. Corbett will slash it around the boards. Wichita gathers it back deep in their own zone. Somerville gets back checked. Shea gets the Nilsson down the middle of the ice, but we get a whistle. Oh, hooking's going to be the call, and I think it's going to be on Neil Shea. Boy, Shea picked the pocket of a Wichita skater. Shea wants to look at the replay. He can't believe it. He shakes his head back and forth. Thunder will get their second power play of this first period. Neil Shea gets 2 minutes for hooking as there's 9:35 left in the first. Boy, Shea took the puck away, and he got it towards Nilsson down the middle of the ice. But the whistle blew as Neil Shea gets caught with 2 minutes for hooking. So you show the replay. Shea is certainly interested in seeing it. As, boy, if that's it, there's not much there. We got to be quite honest about it. Kind of hit Somerville's right arm a little bit. Kind of a ticky-tack call, but I guess we wanted to make it. It's a good call by the book. Thunder win the face-off. Bushler gets it to Bates left side, who danced around. Bates a pretty good skater. He'll get to Dickman behind Utah's net, who skates towards the center of the ice, and he centers it out in front. Shot by Carroll. It's blocked away by Barcheski, and the Grizzlies clear it out. Thunder will reset the attack. Jeremy Bushler with 11 power play points. He'll drop it for Carroll, who's got 5 goals against Utah, including 1 tonight. Carroll around Galan as he steps over the offensive line. Carroll now to the right side. He's got good size, but he moves around pretty well. Up top towards Bushler, gets to Bates left side. Bates been outstanding all year. A backhanded to Bushler on the left point. Back towards Bates in the left point. Bates will skate towards the high slot. Now he'll feather it towards Burke on the right side. It glanced off of him, and the puck goes back to Bushler. Right point over to Bates, who walks in. He'll take a lefty shot. It goes wide. Boy, if he would have had the accuracy, it would be 3-0. Carroll fires, and it goes over the net, the crossbar, off the glass. Puck goes out to center ice. Bushler over to Carroll, who spins around the center ice logo. As the Thunder step over the offensive line, Dickman battles with Berg, and Berg will kick it ahead. Hillebrand to the right side, skates towards the point. Now he skates towards the right circle, dangling around. Hillebrand killing some time, trying to throw it to neutral ice. It bounced off a Thunder skater, and that was Braden Hache. Thunder come back up with the puck. Hache along the far side has to get around the referee. He'll throw it behind the net for Bushler. Thunder will switch up forwards as Bushler will drag the puck out to center ice. Now Bushler will drop it for Walker as Bushler comes off the ice for a change. As we're late in the Wichita power play. 15 seconds left as there's less than 8 minutes left in the first period. Thunder lead 2-0. Out towards the right side looking for Walker. He extends his stick and races after it along the Grizzlies end wall. Thunder get it up top. Now across towards Neen. He's on the right side. Back towards the left. Swing and a miss is Heidemann. Fonstad gets it, and he will race out to center ice. Fonstad swaggers into the offensive zone. He'll skate towards the far goal line. Tried to center it out in front towards Messner. Pass goes wide of him, and the Thunder will clear it back into the Grizzlies zone. You're looking for Dashke, but Dashke was skating towards Barcheski. Couldn't get it. Shea over the offensive line. Right side backhand shot. Saved by Gorsuch. He holds on with 7:11 left in the first. So Wichita was unsuccessful on their second power play of the night, but they lead 2-0 on goals from Joe Carroll and Declan Smith. And for Smith, that's his first pro goal, and I imagine they snatched the puck that he scored on, and he will keep that for the rest of his life. Fonstad will take the drives out there with Hillebrand and Mastrodonato along the right wing. Right circle draw, and the Thunder zone is won by Wichita. Declan Smith, who's got to be on cloud 9. He crosses center ice, steps over the offensive line. Right side, he'll chip it in. Smith runs after it. He'll push it towards the left corner. Big time hit delivered by Jensen on Smith. Now Jensen over in the left corner, and goal say Thunder skater. Hillebrand skates over there as he holds up a Thunder skater. Wichita's had the first 2 power plays of the game as Gritz gets lumber in the back from Jensen. Somerville off the end boards, taken by Corbett, who backhands it towards Mastrodonato. Now the puck goes towards Hillebrand, who will muscle his way out to neutral ice. Puck goes to Fonstad, who fakes to Mastrodonato, and he'll slide it off the near boards of the Utah line for Jensen. Across to Corbett, who's got an A on his sweater. Messner's the captain with Gallant, and Corbett wearing the home A's second half of the season. Mastrodonato, right side, slap shot goes out of play off the protective netting as there's 6:24 left in the first. So it's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Grizzlies. We're behind 2-0, about 14 minutes in. For Wichita, they are 3-3-1 over their last 7 games and 12-4-2 over their last 18 games. Grizzlies have played pretty good hockey despite going 1-3 on the recent road trip. The Grizzlies are 7-5 over their last 12 games. Good job by Jeremy Bushler as they show the replay on Flow Sports. Getting a stick in the way of the Mastrodonato slap shot from the right point. Draws over on the right side. Won by Utah. Manning slides up top to Cooper Jones, who directs it to Nielsen. High slide. Fires lefty shot that goes wide. Now Manning, right side around Wichita's net. Wraparound shot. Stick saved by Gorsuch. Riley Wood gets up top to Jones, who holds the line. And he will fly it off the end boards. Off the glass. It goes to Manning, who skates towards the left point. Manning gets it across towards Cooper Jones, who slides it around. Berg feeds it back towards the right corner. Peter Bates will loft it out to center ice. Puck hippity hops towards Nielsen, who gets to Manning, who skates towards the Utah line. Now he'll fire it off the near boards to Briley Wood, who will tap it off a stanchion near side. Puck goes all the way deep off the end boards of the Wichita zone where the Thunder have it. Wichita outlets it to center ice for Dickman, who feeds the right wing pass out to Walker. Now Dickman centering pass out in front, shot by Bates, is sticked away by Barcheski. Now Walker out towards Bates. He's on the right side. He tried to glove it, did Bates. He lets it go past him. Nolan Neen, right side shot, saved by Barcheski. Rebound, goes back up top. Neen as Hache, left side shot. What a stop by Barcheski. As he just kind of slid towards his left, did the splits. Boy, most people will be out of commission for a year if they tried that. Barczewski made an outstanding save with 5:20 left in the first period. Thunder lead 2-0 on goals from Joe Carroll and Declan Smith. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Maverik's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
5 minutes and 20 seconds are left in the first period. Wichita leads 2-0. It's the Flow Hockey ECHL game of the week. Free on all the ECHL social media platforms, maybe the Flow Hockey platforms as well. Grizzlies win the draw. They skate from right to left during the first period. Yoon outlets to Lebster, drops it for Dashke, steps over the offensive line. He'll drop it for Messner. He'll take a lefty shot, and it goes over the crossbar and off the glass. Yoon, right side, feeds it to Dashke. Dashke fires a sharp-angled shot that bounced off of Gorsuch's shoulder. As Wichita goes down in the right corner, Thunder will saucer it out to center ice. Boucher will nudge it towards the Utah line. Yoon fires it off the near boards. He'll race after it. Lebster battles with Neen. Yoon, puck goes out to center ice off of Jones's glove. That's Carter Jones for Wichita. Both teams have a Jones in their roster, no relation. As Dashke holds on to the puck near side in the Grizzly zone, Utah will switch up skaters around him. Now Dashke will feed it to his left for Armstrong, who gets taken off the puck by TJ Lloyd. Somerville gets the puck around Gorsuch. He loses it. Neil Shea fires a sharp-angled shot saved by Gorsuch as Shea fired away from near the right point, or make that left point. As Cade Nilsson gets held up by Heidemann. And taking the puck away is Somerville. Make that TJ Lloyd. Puck gets drifted back towards the end boards. Cade Nilsson tries to find Armstrong out in front of the net. Pass goes wide of the mark, and it goes to neutral ice. Nolan Burke gets it slashed away by Jensen. Shea over the line, left wing onside. Shea down the middle, backhand shot, didn't get much on as it ricochets off the end boards. Cade Nelson feathers up top to Jensen. He'll take a shot, and that one's kicked away. Armstrong, left wing, will skate towards the corner. Armstrong tries to muscle his way past TJ Lloyd. Taking the puck is Nolan Burke. He'll slide it to the right point. Fonstad keeps it in before he gets it knifed away by Thunder forward Joe Carroll, who might be the #1 star. Things ended right now with ice issues. Fonstad will skate towards the left corner. He's over the line. Fonstad waits for everybody else to enter. Trying to get up top to Nilsson. Tapped off a Burke stick back to Fonstad. He'll feed it to Nilsson. Left side. Nilsson directs it to the high slot. Cooper Jones fires the righty shot. It goes wide. It ricochets off the end boards. Gorsuch will snap the puck towards the left corner. Fonstad drifts it up top to Mastro Donato. Mastro shoulder fakes. Skates towards the high slot. Take a righty shot, and it's blocked by Somerville's stick, and the puck goes back to center ice. The Maestro will get it back. He avoids Burke's back check. Mastro Donato will fire it into the right corner and chase after it. Getting there is Dominic Dockery, and he'll slide it towards Gritz, who picked up an assist in the first period. And he picked up an assist on the Smith goal. Bushler over the line. Right side will take a righty shot. Saved by Barczewski. Rebound off the far wing wall. Mastro Donato trying to get to Fonstad. Center ice is picked off. Thunder over the line, but they're offside as Andrew Nelson and Alex Gritz push each other over in the right corner. 2 minutes and 40 seconds are left in the first. Thunder lead 2-0. Both teams are in the bottom 5 in the league in shots allowed per game. Grizzlies allow 33.9 shots per game, which is 25th in the 2019 league. Thunder allow 34.1 shots per game, which is 26th in the league. So we might see a high volume of shots here by both teams in this series. Gritz will take the draw against Luke Manning. Manning's out there with Berg and Wood. The defensive pairing is Yoon and Dashke. Draws at neutral ice. Wichita leads 2-0. Utah wins the draw. Dashke across to Yoon. He's on the right side. He'll negotiate his way to center ice. No saucer in it. Bouncing off of Gorsic's stick. He'll feed it to the left corner. Berg's got a point in 2 straight games. He fumbles the puck as he was battling along the near boards with Declan Smith. Crossing center ice is Guriev. He'll dump it in. He's got long hair and an NHL deal with San Jose. Over to the right side. Puck's in the corner as it just kind of holds up there. Guriev feeds it up top. Dockery, high slot. Lefty shot. Glove saved by Barcheski as he snatched it about ankle high. And for the second time here in the first period, Barcheski pretty much did the splits over in the crease. Barcheski showing great agility. And despite the 2 goals here in the first period, Barcheski's been strong so far as he has saved 9 of 11. Both teams have taken 11 shots. There's 2:11 left in the first. Peter Bates will take the draw against Mick Messner. Bates has 13 multiple-point games this season. Messner leads Utah in shots on goal this season. Really has led the team in shots on goal almost throughout the year. Draw goes to Utah. Cody Corbett around the boards towards Lebster. Gets hit in the back by Neen. Gallant trying to slice it towards Messner at the Wichita line. Thunder come back up with it. As Jay Dickman down the middle, will push it towards his left for Hache, who gets the center ice, drops it for Neen, who crossed the center red line, and Neen will whip it around the boards. Walker right side in the offensive zone. He tried to center it out in front. Corbett will tap it off the glass, and the Grizzlies moving out to center. Lebster gets it in the left wing, center ice. He'll whip it around the boards. As the Thunder over in the right corner, Nolan Neen holds his ground. He got spun around by Messner. Right side, Lebster shot goes wide as he missed the net stick side on Gorsuch. Lebster across in a hot pass looking for Cooper Jones who gets off the boards. Jones one-handed to the corner, now one-handed behind the net for Messner. Mick Messner, the Grizzlies captain, dances around. He skates towards the near side. A one-handed to Nielsen who fires it off the end boards. Lebster tried to swing towards the net from the right wing and missed. As the Thunder flub the puck towards the right point, keeping it in Jones, but the puck goes directly towards the Wichita stick. About a minute is left in the first period. Thunder lead 2-0. Grizzlies will switch up the lineup. And Wichita hits the free refresh button as well. Thunder long-range pass. Goes tape to tape at center ice. Wallen fires it towards Jones. He gets knifed away by Dashke. Puck goes to the right side. TJ Lloyd fires towards the net. And a stick save by Barcheski. Boucher keeps it in for Wichita as the Thunder get it back towards Boucher. He's on the left side. He'll drop it off. Thunder fire towards the net. And that's blocked by Dashke. Armstrong crosses center ice, steps over the offensive line, right wing. He centers it to Dashke. Glanced off of his stick towards the left corner. Dashke runs it down. He tried to get it towards Shea. Puck ended up in the corner. Now Dashke gets it back. He'll whip it around the boards to the right side. Yoon keeps it in. He'll get it to Shea. He's along the right wing across towards Dashke, but it skipped over his stick off the near wall. As behind the net, Wallen will get it back towards TJ Lloyd, who's nearby Shea. Now Shea battles with Lloyd. Now Shea looked to center it towards Cade Nilsson. Pass goes wide of the mark. Yoon around his net. He gets pushed into the boards by Somerville. And that'll do it for 20 minutes here at Maverik Center as the Thunder score 2 goals 56 seconds apart, and they lead 2-0. Joe Carroll got a power play goal 6:37 in with Jay Dickman and Nolan Burke getting the assist. And then 7:33 in, it was Declan Smith scoring his first pro goal, and this is 23rd pro game with Alex Gritz in his Thunder debut getting the assists. We'll come back and recap the first frame. We'll also talk some hockey and go over some scores from around the world of sports. After one period, it's the Wichita Thunder 2 and the Utah Grizzlies 0. This is Flow Hockey's ECHL Game of the Week.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
After one period of play here at Maverik Center, Wichita leads Utah 2-0. The two goals were scored 56 seconds apart. Wichita got their first power play of the game as Adam Berg got a hooky minor, 6:03 in. And 34 seconds into that power play, it was Joe Carroll getting his 12th of the year. It was really a good play by Wichita, working the puck around. Dickman was down the middle of the ice. He fed it to his actually, it was Burke down the middle of the ice, wearing number 86. Fed it across to Dickman. Dickman was on the right wing. Dickman cut the puck across towards the left side for Carroll, who was in front of the net, and Carroll put it away. And he's been a Grizzlies killer so far this season. The Thunder swept Utah in a 3-game set in the middle of November, and Carroll had 4 goals in that series. So Joe Carroll picked up his 12th goal of the season, and 5 of them have come against the Grizzlies. Dickman and Burke with the assist on the power play goal. Wichita is 1 for 2 on the power play. Grizzlies have yet to go on the power play here tonight. Declan Smith scored from the right wing with a righty shot. It's his first pro goal. It was 7:33 in with Alex Gritz, who's in his Thunder debut. Gritz just signed with Wichita earlier this week. He had played with Fayetteville in the SPHL earlier this season. Declan Smith played his college hockey at St. Francis Xavier University. Smith, a native of Nova Scotia, 5'11", 194 pounds. He played in 4 games for the Thunder at the end of last season and had no points. And Smith also had no points in 18 games to start this season. Coca-Cola can races going on. Coca-Cola gets cut off by Grisby as Fanta takes a huge lead. Coca-Cola is now in second as it passes Sprite. Fanta's halfway home. Coca-Cola around the net as Coca-Cola closes the gap on Fanta, but Fanta sprints to neutralize. Can Coca-Cola catch up? Fanta gets past Grisby. Coca-Cola slides in front of Grisby and falls down, and Fanta wins easily in the Coca-Cola can race. So Fanta comes away with the victory. Sprite in second place. Coca-Cola slides to the finish line. It's tough to tell who finished second, but Fanta gets the victory. We know that Diet Coke finishes in last place in the Coca-Cola can race as Fanta comes away with the victory. Normally the Coca-Cola can race, you'd see it in the second intermission, but it's a first intermission can race. Fanta gets his second victory of the season. Coca-Cola has 5 wins. Sprite has 4. Diet Coke has 3. And now Fanta with 2 victories in the Coca-Cola can race. Neil Shea picked up a hooky minor, 10:25 into the first. Wichita outshot Utah 12-11 in the first period. And it's interesting, in the first segment of play, in the first 6 minutes and 3 seconds before Berg's penalty, the Grizzlies had a 7-1 advantage in the shot count. So after Berg's penalty, 6:03 into the first period, Wichita outshot Utah 11-4. Of the 11 shots Utah had in the first period, Dashke led the way with 3. Neil Shea and Cade Nielsen each had 2 shots. 1 shot each for Brian Yoon. Mick Messner in his first home game as Grizzlies captain. Reed Lepster and Chad Hillebrand each have 1 shot. And Hillebrand had a grade A chance skating down the middle of the ice about 2 or 3 minutes in. And Gorsuch made a big save on him. Otherwise, the Grizzlies would have been the ones playing with the lead. Instead, it stayed a scoreless game, and then Wichita scored the 2 goals 56 seconds apart. Thunder lead 2-0. TJ Lloyd and Carter Jones each had 2 shots to lead the Wichita attack. And then 8 other skaters had 1 shot for the Thunder in the first period. Wichita, when leading after 1 period this season, They are 15-5-1. Grizzlies, really the 4 is the magic word, and 4 is the magic number for the Grizzlies. Utah's 12-1-1 when scoring 4 more goals this season. However, when they score less than 4 goals, they are 0-20-2. So we'll see what the Grizzlies have in store in the second period. Interestingly enough, the second period has been the money frame for both clubs. Grizzlies have a second period goal in 20 of their last 22 games. And as for the Thunder, they have 51 goals in the second period, which is by far the most they have in any period this season. Thunder have also allowed 40 goals in the second period. So the Thunder have outscored opponents 51-40 in the second period. So we may see a lot of offensive action here in the middle frame. Thunder have been outstanding so far this year. They are 22-14-2-1. But do remember that 26 of their first 39 games this season were played at home at Intrust Bank Arena. Thunder have been a pretty good road club so far this season with a record of 7-5-1. Other action, the Mountain Division getting underway in about a half hour. Fort Wayne is at Tahoe. Late first period, Idaho leads Tulsa 1-0. That is the 4th of 5 straight meetings between the clubs. And Idaho has a 1-0 lead. Remember, the Steelheads will be in town next week for a 3-game series. McCarty gets his 3rd of the year, and I imagine his first in an Idaho uniform. Jade Miller and Matt Register picked up the assists. Brian Thompson is getting the start in net for Idaho. He has saved all 13 shots he has seen so far. Late first period, Idaho has a 1-0 lead over Tulsa. That game is played at Idaho Central Arena. After one period of the Monument, Allen leads Rapid City 2-1. Kyle Krinkovic and Warmoth have the Allen goals. Blake Bennett scored a power play goal for Rapid City. Rush have outshot the Americans 13-8 through one period. Allen leads Rapid City 2-1. At Grossinger Motors Arena, Indy and Bloomington are postponed tonight. Grizzlies were just in Bloomington last weekend. Bison won 2 out of 3 games in that series, and at Grossinger Motors Arena, that game is postponed between Indy and Bloomington. We'll see if we can get some details on that later on. Late third period, Cincinnati is clinging to a 2-1 lead over Iowa. In overtime, Kalamazoo and Toledo are tied at 1. Late third period, Maine has a 4-2 lead over Worcester. A game that just went final. Wheeling gets a 4-3 regulation victory over Kansas City. A few other games have gone final. In a shootout, South Carolina defeats Florida 3-2. In that game, Kyle Betts, the former Grizzly, came away with no points. In overtime, Norfolk and Trois-Rivières are currently tied at 4. Reading gets a 3-2 victory over Greenville. That's the finals in the league. Wheeling's been outstanding this season. They come away with a 4-3 victory over Kansas City. Remember, the Grizzlies' last homestand was against Kansas City, where the Grizzlies swept the Mavericks in a 2-game set, outscoring the Mavericks 10-6. And in the Wheeling victory, let's see if we can figure out who scored the big goal for Wheeling to get the victory. 4-3 over Kansas City. Game-winning goal for Wheeling was scored 11:38 into the third by Koopman, who picked up his 8th goal of the season. The Kansas City goals were scored by Damian Giroux, Marcus Crawford, and Cam Morrison. Max Andreoff had 2 assists, but it's Wheeling that comes away with the 4-3 victory over Kansas City here on a Friday night. When we come back, we'll check in on those who are living the dream as we'll go over some NHL scores, in particular the game between Winnipeg and the Utah Hockey Club. After one period, Wichita leads Utah 2-0. It's the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network on the Flow Sports ECHL Game of the Week.
Jerry Seiner, the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
After one period, Wichita leads Utah 2-0. There's 4 games in the National Hockey League tonight. After 2 periods, the Winnipeg Jets lead the Utah Hockey Club 2-1. Cole Perfetti scored 17:52 into the first period with a power play goal. Jets led 1-0 after 1 period. Nick Schmaltz got Utah on the board with a power play goal, 1:13 into the second period, with Michael Kesselring and Clayton Keller picking up the assist. And how about Keller? He was outstanding against Wichita on Monday night with 1 goal and 1 assist. He contributed last night in a 4-0 victory over Minnesota, with Veggie picking up a shutout, his first in a Utah uniform. And Clayton Keller's been outstanding over the last 3 or 4 games. So Schmaltz, he got Utah on the board, 1:13 into the second. It was a power play goal. The only even strength goal right now is the difference in the game as David Gustafson scored 8:48 into the second, with DeMalo picking up his 8th assist of the season. Right now, they're through 2 periods. Over in Winnipeg, the Jets have outshot the Utah Hockey Club 21-14, and the Jets maintain a 2-1 lead as Winnipeg's looking for a little bit of revenge as Utah picked up a 5-2 victory over Winnipeg over 7.3 miles away from Maverik Center, and that was on Monday night. 3 other games currently going on. 5 minutes are left in the third period. Islanders lead the Flyers 3-1. 4 minutes are left in the third period. The Stars are clinging to a 4-3 lead over the Vegas Golden Knights. And early in the third period, Blackhawks lead the Lightning 3-2. Big trade in the NHL that went down about a half hour before we got underway here at Maverik Center. It looks like Mikko Rantanen has been traded from the Colorado Avalanche in a 3-team deal. Looked like Rantanen might have been headed to Carolina. Looked like Taylor Hall from the Blackhawks was involved in the trade, and that one's a blockbuster. Colorado is not in action tonight. They will be tomorrow, and what a blockbuster trade. Mikko Rantanen traded to the Carolina Hurricanes in a 3-way deal. Martin Necas and Jack Drury are going to the Avalanche, and Taylor Hall goes to the Carolina Hurricanes. 3-team trade that was announced a few minutes ago. The Avalanche trade away Mikko Rantanen to the Hurricanes. Hurricanes trade Martin Necas and Jack Drury to the Avalanche. Taylor Hall goes to the Hurricanes from the Chicago Blackhawks. What a crazy trade that is. We'll see how that affects the Avalanche going forward. Matt Rantanen was certainly a big-time goal scorer for the Avalanche. And one other big piece of news in the world of sports. Looks like the Dallas Cowboys have hired a head coach, Brian Schottenheimer, who was the offensive coordinator for the Cowboys this season. Schottenheimer, the son of Marty Schottenheimer, the late, great NFL head coach. Brian Schottenheimer is now a head coach in the NFL in his own right. At the age of 51, Brian Schottenheimer, the former backup quarterback for the 1996 Florida Gators national championship team, he's now a head coach in the National Football League as the Dallas Cowboys have found their replacement for Mike McCarthy. Well, the Thunder in the first period had 5 scoring chances among their 12 shots. Grizzlies had 3 scoring chances among their 12 shots. In the faceoff circle, Utah won the battle 14-13. Grizzlies had 6 hits in the first period. Wichita had 4. Grizzlies had 7 giveaways in the first period, which is a few too many. Thunder had 4 giveaways in the first. Both the power plays in the first period went to Wichita. Thunder are 1 for 2 on the power play. Thunder have 2 power play shots, and both of those came in the power play that turned into the goal, which was 6:37 into the first period, with Joe Carroll getting his 12th of the year and 5th against the Grizzlies. Don't forget, this is a 3-game series. Both teams will be in action tomorrow night. 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off. And then both teams will be off on Sunday to watch some football, as there will be 2 games to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. And then Monday night will be the series finale. That will be a 7:10 start. And then the Idaho Steelheads will be in town for a 3-game set. beginning on Friday night, 7 days from now for an AFCU Friday. The Guns N' Hoses extravaganza will be on Saturday, February 1st, and then Monday, February 3rd, will be the series finale. Don't forget that on Monday nights, you can get a family 4-pack of tickets for just $48. It's every Monday. Home game for the Grizzlies this season. Utah will have a few Monday home games over the next month. When we come back, we'll have second period action. We'll see if the Grizzlies can get on the board. Utah does have a second period goal in 20 of their last 22 games. You've been listening to the first intermission report on the Full Hockey ECHL Game of the Week. Wichita leads Utah 2-0. We're back in 1 minute.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
We're about set for second period action here at Maverik Center. Grizzlies will be skating from left to right as we see it from high top section 114. Grizzlies did have some good chances in the first period. Chad Hillebrand about 2 or 3 minutes into the game with a semi-breakaway down the middle of the ice looking for his first broke goal. That was probably Utah's best chance of the first period. They're going up against a hot goaltender in Trevor Gorsuch. Gorsuch in 7 games this year has a record of 5-1-0-1 with a 1.52 goals against average and .958 save percentage. Grizzlies trivia question today. There is one former Utah Grizzlies player on the current Wichita roster. The answer will come up here shortly, but the question is, who is he? Who's the one former Utah Grizzly that's currently on the Wichita Thunder roster? Oddly enough, there's not a single former Wichita Thunder skater who's on the current Utah Grizzlies roster. To start the second period, Fonstad's out there with Hillebrand and Mastrodonato. Fonstad wins the draw, and he'll dump it in himself. Gorsuch around his net will spin the puck towards the near wing wall. Taking it, Peter Bates gets it up top looking for Walker at neutral ice at the Utah line. Puck goes beyond him. Grizzlies get it back. Dashke over to Hume. He'll slice it angle left over the stick of Fonstad. He got a piece of it, says linesman Van Wagner. Andy Van Wagner. Wichita gets to Dickman at the Thunder blue line. Puck goes to center ice. Walker out center ice gets knifed away by Fonstad. Walker skates back in. He stops along the near wing boards. Spins towards the left point. Feeds the puck cross ice towards Dockery. Skates towards the right corner. Dockery around the net. Bates drops it for Walker, who gets it back towards Bates, who throws it to the vacated corner. Dickman shields Dashke from the puck. Dickman gets it across to Bates. Bates now gets pushed by Yoon. Bates in the right corner. Yoon trying to tap the puck away. Dashke will throw it to the right wing boards. Thunder throw it towards the net. Dashke will poke it away. Hillebrand gets to Mastrodonato. He's got a point in all 7 home games he's played in. He'll skate towards the left wing. He'll take a righty shot. Saved by Gorsuch. Puck hit the opposite in the middle of the ice. Dickman will kick it away. Thunder out to center ice. Bates has a glance off his stick. He'll dump it in. Thunder make their first line change of the second period. Grizzlies around their net. Cooper Jones will move it to his right. Lebster trying to race after it. Lebster overskates it. Dockery will pitch it out to center ice. Thunder over the line. Heidemann steps over the offensive line, but Carroll got there 4 strides ahead of him. Problem is Carroll didn't have the puck, and the Thunder are called for offsides as there's 18:25 left in the second. Draw's going to be near the Thunder bench. Bruce Ramsey's their head coach. He was the league's head coach during the 2020-21 season. That was the year Wichita had a team save percentage of about .930. And this season, it's been pretty similar. Thunder are off to a good start, and their team save percentage is .927. Thunder win the draw. Somerville will wrap it around the boards. It taps off the glass, slides towards the right corner. Action in the Grizzlies zone. Messner will kick it ahead towards Lebster across the center ice. Lebster dangles, steps to the offensive line, stops the left point, centers the Messner. Backhand shot saved by Gorsuch. Boy, what a great pass by Lebster. Found a cutting Messner. Messner had quite a bit on a backhand shot, but Gorsuch made a glove save about waist high, and he holds on with 18:05 left in the second. Boy, good passing by the Grizzlies forward line of Lebster, Gallant, and Messner. Boy, Messner did get quite a bit on that backhand attempt, but Gorsuch displayed good hands. Mick Messner on the year in 36 games has 7 goals and 12 assists. We'll give you the answer to the trivia question. Who's the one former Grizzly that's currently playing for Wichita? We'll give you the answer during the next whistle. Messner will take the draw right side against Nolan Burke, who's got an NHL deal with San Jose. Grizzlies win the draw. Cooper Jones, right side, will fire it off the U of U healthcare sign behind Wichita's net. Puck goes back to neutralize. Cooper Jones will wrap it around the boards towards the left side. Lloyd cuts in front of Gallant as Hildeman gets pushed by Nielsen. Puck goes into the right corner, run down by Somerville. Nico's his first name, wearing number 2, one of 6 defensemen for Bruce Ramsey tonight. Somerville to the right side, gets to center ice. He'll chip it ahead. Thunder over the line. Heidemann trying to find Burke. Puck goes to Carroll left side. He'll take a lefty shot. Saved by Barcheski. Rebound gets tapped off a stick onto Briley Wood, who skates towards the Utah line. He stops, surveys. Now Saucer, a cross-country pass that gets redirected, neutralized. Thunder run it down. Wichita gets out to center ice. Carroll, the first goal scorer tonight. Cross, Nolan Burke over the line, right side. He'll skate towards the circle, take a lefty shot. And it's blocked by Jensen. Corbett throws it back towards the right point. It tapped off a stick. It slides into the Thunder zone. We get a whistle, though, and there's a line change. I think Wichita got caught with too many. They're in the middle of a line change. I think they touched the puck at neutralize, and Utah's going to get their first power play of the game. As Wichita gets 2 minutes for too many men on the ice. Bench Minor. Utah's power play this season is at 18.2%. Thunder's penalty kill has been outstanding all year. It's 5th in the league at 84.7%. Austin Heidemann is representing the Thunder in the penalty box as the Thunder were caught with too many men on the ice. Interestingly enough, we saw that called 3 times against Bloomington last weekend on the road. Grizzlies win the draw. Dashke's over on the left point across to Fonstad, who had 2 assists on Sunday. Back to Dashke. Over to Mastrodonato between his legs, looking for Dashke in the high slot, but he wasn't home. Grizzlies reset and neutralize. Fonstad will back it out into his own zone. He'll drop it for Dashke. Wichita leads 2-0, 3 minutes into the second period. Grizzlies on the power play for the first time tonight. Fonstad crosses center ice, left wing. Chips to his left for Messner. Messner over the line, skates towards the left corner. He'll spin it along the boards. Lebster trying to run it down. He couldn't keep it in. Puck goes all the way along the near wing boards, deep in the Grizzlies zone. Thunder will get 2 fresh forwards on the ice. As there's 1:23 and counting left in the power play. Grizzlies have the same 5 on the ice. Dashke will drop it back for Fonstad, who had 15 goals in 2 years in the AHL. For Damasio Donato, it was actually 2 years ago. Stick goes lifted out to center ice, and that's the Thunder. And that's Jake Wallen. He'll pick a stick up. Lebster over to the left side for Fonstad over the line. Stops in the left point, but the Eagle Eye linesman says Utah was offside, as there's 1:04 left in the power play. Grizzlies will get 5 fresh skaters on the ice. This draw will be at neutral ice. Thunder territory. Draws near the Grizzlies bench. Utah's Adam Berg out there with Briley Wood and Chad Hillebrand, along with Cole Gallant and Brian Hume. Hillebrand and Gallant might have some chemistry. They were teammates for 3 seasons in college at Western Michigan University. Wood will take the draw. He's got 4 power play goals this season, which ties with Dashke for the club lead. Wichita wins the draw, and they'll sweep it into the Grizzlies zone. Puck's run down by Yoon. 4 minutes into the second period, Thunder lead 2-0. Yoon with a right wing pass out to Wood, who races out the center ice, so drop it for Gallant, who gets around Dockery. Gallant along the end boards, trying to get it towards Hillebrand. Thunder took it away, and they'll clear it out. Puck wobbles outside. Barcheski tosses to the near corner for Yoon. 35 seconds left in Utah's power play. Grizzlies have yet to get things settled down. Wood gets it tapped off a Dockery stick as Wood was looking for Gallant. Yoon dumps it in. Wobbling puck cut off by Gorsuch behind his net. Thunder saucered out 2-on-1 if they want it. Dickman over the offensive line, right side. He'll skate in, starting pass, shot and a score. Dickman to Carroll to the back of the net. Joe Carroll gets his second of the game and 6 against Utah this season. It's a shorthanded goal by the Thunder, and they take a 3-0 lead. Boy, Thunder, long-range pass connected to Dickman. Grizzlies didn't get back defensively. 2-on-1 if they wanted it. Dickman along the right side found a cutting Joe Carroll. Dickman and Jeremy Bushler get the assist on Joe Carroll's shorthanded goal. 15:22 is left in the second period. It's been all Thunder and all Joe Carroll in particular. Grizzlies are still on the power play for 10 seconds. They win the draw, skating from left to right here in the second period. Corbett around his net, gets it towards Shea. Shea gets it from Jensen. Shea over the offensive line, skates down Broadway. He'll veer off to the left. He'll take a lefty shot. Glove saved by Gorsuch. He holds on to the tail end of Utah's power play as Heidemann comes out of the penalty box. He'll skate towards the bench. Grizzlies will have an offensive zone draw, but it's now 3-0 Wichita. It's the third shorthanded goal allowed by the Grizzlies this year. For Wichita, it is their second shorthanded goal this season. Thunder with a top 6 penalty kill unit in the league. And they were outstanding on the PK. Grizzlies win the draw, looking to get on the board. High slot, Corbett shot, blocker saved by Gorsuch. Puck goes back to center ice. Jensen will flip it towards Gorsuch. Puck hippity-hops towards the right corner. Thunder run it down. They've got good team speed. Grayev will saucer it out towards center ice, looking for Declan Smith. It glanced off at his knee. Now Smith gets it back from Gritz. Grayev swaggers into the offensive zone right side. He lumbers into Corbett. Corbett tried to take it away, and he did as he got towards the right corner for Nielsen, who directs it from one corner to the other for Jensen, who drops it back behind Utah's net for Corbett. Corbett, 9th year as a pro. He'll skate down the middle of the ice. Corbett gets a new try, gets to center ice. He'll slice it to his right for Armstrong, who dumps it in. Puck around the net slowly. Run down by TJ Lloyd. He'll backhand it off the near boards. Grizzlies skate from left to right here in the period. Shea will hit the top of the boards with the puck as it wobbles towards the left wing. Maldonado up top to Nelson. Across to Shea, right side. He'll sire to Maldonado. Shot. He swings and misses as he was cut off in front by Lloyd. Thunder over the line. Right side. Righty shot. Saved by Barczewski. Rebound shot and a score. Puck glanced off of Barczewski's shot. Following his own shot and scoring his 7th of the year is Austin Heidemann. And so that'll make it a 4-0 hockey game with 13:58 left in the second. Boy, shot was taken from the right side, and what a crazy-looking knuckle puck shot Heidemann had from the right side that lifted off over Barczewski. That looked like Russ Tyler from D2 of the Mighty Ducks. And with that, Jake Barczewski's been pulled from the game. He saved 12 of 16. Barczewski's replaced by Vinny Duplessis, as Barczewski angrily will skate towards the locker room as he breaks his stick in frustration. Barczewski is not happy. Heidemann with the knuckle puck goal from the right wing, following his own shot and getting the rebound. Getting the assist is Joe Carroll. Pencil him in for the number 1 star of the game. He has 2 goals and 1 assist. As Grizzlies down 4-0, Duplessis is in net. Grizzlies in the offensive zone. Dickman clears it back to center. Vinny Duplessis on the season has a record of 2-6-2 with a 4.79 goals against average and 846 save percentage. As Jake Dickman, left corner in the offensive zone, throws it across, it glanced off a skate. Fonstad races out to center ice, so get it towards Yoon, who couldn't reach it. Maldonado between his legs to Yoon over the line. Now to Fonstad down the middle, take a shot. And that one's blocked away. Thunder defensively have been outstanding all year. Peter Bates blocked the Fonstad shot. Puck goes to center ice. Grizzlies get it back. Gallant skates horizontally towards the near side. Now he'll veer off towards the near wing wall. Drops it across for Corbett. Now taking it's Gallant. It races across center ice. Crosses center. He gets blasted by Dylan Boucher. I'll make that Walker. And Hillebrand wanted to go after Walker. Gallant was just skating down the middle of the ice. He collided with Kobe Walker. Walker goes to the penalty box. Now Jay Dickman's having some words with Derek Dashke. It'll be Utah's second power play when we come back. Wichita leads 4-0 as Joe Carroll has 2 goals and 1 assist. 12:56 is left in the second period. Thunder up by 4. It's the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Jerry Seiner, the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Grizzlies are on a power play as Kobe Walker gets 2 minutes for tripping. 7:04 into the second period. Looks like Haley Washington is in attendance. You know Haley Washington, member of the U.S. Women's National Volleyball Team, native of Denver, Colorado. Haley Washington's in attendance tonight. We'll see if Utah can pick up their first goal of the evening as Wichita leads 4-0 with 12:56 left in the second period. Masha Donato, Messner, and Lebster up front. Dashke and Fonstad. Grizzlies win the draw. Dashke swaggers it out towards the right side for Fonstad, who dance around. Cross ice, Masha Donato. Shot saved by Gorsuch. Wichita clears it out to center ice. Dashke quarterbacking the power play unit. He leads Utah with 10 power play points in the season. 4 goals and 6 assists. Will drop it to Masha Donato. He races across center ice. The second-year pro out of Canisius. The Maestro will whip it around the boards towards the left corner. Dickman battles with Messner. Fonstad backhands up top to Dashke, keeps it in. He'll slide it across to Lebster. Lebster skates towards the right circle. Drop it from Masha Donato. Gets to Messner. Right side lefty. Shot and a score! The captain gets his 8th of the year and his first bar in the sea as Utah gets on the board on a power play goal with 12:16 left in the second. Boy, Mick Messner had a pretty good release and a quick release on the shot from the right circle as he just fired at 5-hole past Gorsuch. Lebster's going to get the main assist as he dropped it for Masha Donato. Actually, it's the Maestro that's going to get the main assist on Mick Messner's 8th goal of the season. It's his first home game we're in the sea, and Messner gets his 8th goal of the year with Masha Donato, and Reed Lebster getting the assist. That means that Masha Donato has a point in all 8 home games he's played in, with this being the 8th. 4-1 Thunder, but the Grizzlies have some momentum after the power play goal. Both teams have one power play goal here tonight. Thunder back behind the net. Wallen is sticked away by Duplessis, who's in net. We get a penalty, and it's going to be on the Grizzlies. Andrew Nilsson leads the league in minor penalties, and he was battling with Wallen, and it looks like Nilsson skating towards the bench. Penalty might actually be on Wichita. Looks like it's going to be a Wichita penalty. Nilsson was battling. The Thunder player went down, but it's going to be Jake Wallen getting his 3rd minor penalty of the season. So Grizzlies will get another power play about halfway through the scheduled 60-minute affair. So Grizzlies are back on the power play. Utah is 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. Wallen gets 2 minutes for hooking, 8:04 into the second period. Messner will take the drives out there with Fonstad and Lebster. Up top is Masha Donato and Dashke. Both teams have 16 shots. Thunder have 4 goals. Grizzlies have 1. Thunder win the draws. The puck pinballed off a couple skates. Jake Dickman will helicopter it all the way towards Barcheski. Masha Donato around the net, but it's Wichita that comes out with it. They're shorthanded. Joe Carroll's on hat trick watch. He's got 2 goals tonight and 6 against Utah this season. 3 Grizzlies hacking away at Carroll. Eventually, Lebster comes out with it. Boy, Carroll strong with the puck. He is 6'3", 203 pounds. Right side, Fonstad steps over the line. Couldn't get around Hache. And the Thunder move it just to center ice. Neen was trying to fire it into the Grizzlies zone. Masha Donato took it away. Dashke will lay it for Mastrodonato, who races to neutralize with ease. He'll cross center. Mastrodonato swaggers down the middle, steps over the offensive line, gets around Neen onto Gorsuch, who knifed the puck away. As Messner gets cross-checked by a Thunder skater. That's Big J. Dickman. Puck to the right side. Grizzlies run it down. Dashke over towards Mastrodonato. Back to Dashke. Another penalty. It's going to be on Wichita. Lebster around the net. 5-on-3 coming up for the Grizzlies. You might as well let him touch it. Mastrodonato skates in over towards Dashke. One-timer is kicked away by Gorsuch, and the puck flies out of play into section 124. Puck bounces in the first row, and a fan comes away with a frozen, vulcanized rubber disc. Jake Dickman was just hacking away to Grizzly along the far wing boards, and he picks up a penalty. Slashing is going to be the call, and the Grizzlies will have a 5-on-3 power play for 53 seconds. Ryan Kanasowicz has his clipboard out. He's going to call a timeout right here and right now, as this is an opportunity for the Grizzlies to get back in the game. Dickman's slashing penalty was 9-11 into the second period. Grizzlies looked like they were going to call their timeout. Kanasowicz had the clipboard out. He was able to drop a play, though, without having to use his one timeout. Fonstad, Messner, and Lebster on the ice. Messner will take the draw. Dashke and Mastrodonato up top. It's 4-1 Wichita, but the Grizzlies have some momentum. They have 53 seconds on a 5-on-3 power play coming up. Utah wins the draw. Dashke over to Mastrodonato. He's on the right side dancing around. Back towards Dashke over to Mastrodonato as they play catch. The Maestro over to Dashke, high slot. He'll dangle around. Now he'll slide towards his right. Dashke will lay it for Fonstad, who skates towards the right point. Fonstad down the middle, walks in, he'll take a lefty shot, he scores! Cole Fonstad gets his first of the year, and it's now a 4-2 game. Boy, Fonstad had all sorts of time and space to just walk down the middle of the ice, and he just roofed a wrist shot right over Gorsuch's glove. You knew they was eventually going to score. Fonstad had 24 goals in 2 AHL seasons with the Cleveland Monsters, and he just roofed it right over the left shoulder of Trevor Gorsuch. Fonstad in his first pro year had 9 goals in 45 games of the Cleveland Monsters, and he had 15 goals in 70 games for Cleveland 2 seasons ago. Still a 5-on-4 power play. Grizzlies, all sorts of momentum. They've scored 2 unanswered, but it's still 4-2 Thunder. Fonstad's goal was scored 9:31 in, with Dashke and Mastrodonato getting the assists. So Dashke now has 11 power play points, and the Maestro now has 2 assists on the night. Grizzlies step over the offensive line. Hillebrand over to Wood. Back up top to Yoon. A fire shot, he scores! Brian Yoon gets his 5th of the year, and it's now a 4-3 game. Just like that, the Grizzlies scored 3 goals in just over 2 minutes. It's Utah's 3rd power play goal of the second period. Messner, Fonstad, and now Brian Yoon, the second-year pro out of Colorado College. Hillebrand was out in front of the net screening Gorsuch. Yoon's goal was scored exactly halfway through the second period and halfway through the game. Hillebrand gets his first pro point with an assist, and Briley Wood also picks up a point with his 14th assist this season. Grizzlies scored 3 goals in the span of 2 minutes and 16 seconds. And what was once a 4-0 Wichita lead has turned into a 4-3 game. Wichita wins the draw. Doc regains center ice. He'll wrap it around the boards. Adam Berg towards the far side. He'll loft it towards Manning, but it tapped off the backside of a Thunder skater, and that's Bushler, the big 6'4 defenseman. Right side, Thunder get blasted as they were trying to shovel it towards the net. Now right side lefty shot, saved by Duplessis. As Boucher didn't get much on a shot from the right dot. Fired a change-up on Duplessis, who snatched it about knee-high. He holds on. 9:32 left in the second period. It's 4-3 with Wichita in the lead. Boy, things happen so quickly. 3 power play goals for the Grizzlies. Messner, 7:44 in. Less than 2 minutes later, it was Cole Fonstad on a 5-on-3 power play, scoring 9:31 in, and then 29 seconds after that, Brian Yoon makes it a 4-3 game. Draws in the right circle. Grizzlies own Utah wins it. Jones gets it towards Armstrong, right side. Armstrong will chase after. He gets it right side. Starting pass out in front. Goes wide as Armstrong is trying to find Neil Shea. Cade Nilsson over to Shea. Left side will take a shot. Goes off of Gorsuch. Puck still alive. Side of the net. Shea battles TJ Lloyd. Craig Armstrong in the area. Lloyd trying to come out of the puck, pile with the puck. And he does. He gets the debate to gets the new tries. He'll push it to his left for Somerville. He steps over the offensive line. Somerville around Utah's net. Andrew Nelson will force it towards the left wing. Grizzlies will carry it across center ice. Shea dumps it in lightly. Comes off the ice for a change. Corbett stumbles as he was entering the ice. Thunder were looking for Jake Dickman. He didn't get a piece of it. A new try, and it's going to be icing on the Thunder with 8:48 left in the second. So it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Grizzlies. Tonight starts the second half of the season for Utah. It's game 37 of 72. There are 4 players who have appeared in every game for the Grizzlies this season. To answer that trivia question, Trevor Gorsuch is the former Grizzly. It's on the Wichita roster. Gorsuch appeared in 6 games for the Grizzlies during the 2020-21 season. In terms of everybody who's played in every game for Utah, Cole Gallant, Luke Manning, Mick Messner, and Briley Wood have not missed a game this season. Craig Armstrong's only missed 1 game for Utah this year. Jensen, high slot, lefty shot. That gets redirected out in front. Hillebrand was battling with TJ Lloyd. Boy, Hillebrand's 6'4" frame, he really makes an impact. And he has on a couple of Utah's goals, even if he hadn't scored, his ability to get out in front of the net and battle is a big impact and really has made a big difference for the Grizzlies over the last couple games. Puck towards the Utah line. Bates gets engulfed. Hillebrand in the area. He overpowers Bates. Puck to the right side. Masha Donato skates in. Righty shot. Saved by Gorsuch. And he holds on as the Grizzlies were looking for the tying goal. Masha Donato raced towards the right wing, towards the right circle. And just as he was getting to the right circle, he fired a slap shot. Gorsuch made the stop. 8:18 left in the second. It's going to be another offensive zone draw for the Grizzlies. And the fans are into it big time. Took a while for the fans to get into it, but once Utah got that first goal with Mick Messner, and then they added 2 more power play goals, this crowd is into it big time. Draw won by Wichita as they skate from right to left here in the period. As Nolan Neen gets dumped in the right corner by Lepster. Messner in the area, 2-on-2 battle. As Messner yanks the puck away. Now he gets pushed by Nolan Neen. Puck to the left wing. Gallant will backhand it towards the end boards. Messner to the right side. He'll skate towards the right point. Messner now at the right point. He'll veer out to his left. High slot, lefty shot. Saved by Gorsuch. Puck is cleared towards the near wing boards, and the Thunder will loft it out to center ice. Trying to run it down to Heidemann. Grizzlies get it back. Lepster gets pushed by Burke. We get a whistle. We might have a penalty. Let's see. Lepster is battling with Burke. Hooking's going to be the call. It's going to be on the Grizzlies. Reed Lepster gets 2 minutes for hooking with 7:41 left in the second. He gives a bit of a shrug as he can't believe it. It's going to be a Wichita power play coming up. Lepster's hooking minor came 12:19 into the second period. Thunder will have Nolan Burke taking the face-off. Watch out for Joe Carroll. He's got 2 goals tonight. He's on hat trick watch. He has 2 goals and 1 assist for the Thunder. He's on the ice. Thunder win the draw. Bushler, high slot, righty shot, saved by Duplessis. Rebound goes to Utah, and they clear it out. Near side of the net. Gorsuch now behind his net. Will clear it towards the near wing boards. A Grizzly player gets rammed into. Mastrodonato wants a call, but none to be had as Gorsuch and Mastrodonato ran into each other. Over the line, Dickman gets to the near goal line. Centering pass shot, saved by Duplessis. Grizzlies get a Mastrodonato. The race out to center ice. Puck went too far ahead of him as Joe Carroll gets tripped up by Mastrodonato. That's got to be a diving and embellishment call. Mastrodonato goes to the box. I think Carroll's going to go in as well. Carroll's limping a little bit as he gets back to his feet. Is it just going to be 1 penalty, or is Carroll going to get one as well? The Maestro having some words for one of the 2 referees. I think Carroll's going to go to the box as well for diving and embellishment. So the Maestro goes to the box, and Joe Carroll will as well. Maldonado gets 2 minutes for tripping, and Joe Carroll gets 2 minutes for bad acting. We've had a lot of spirit and intensity here in the second period. The fans are very much into it. Thunder are going to have a 4-on-3 power play for 1 minute and 27 seconds. Grizzlies have really had their way with Wichita in the all-time series here at Maverik Center. Grizzlies are 22-3 all-time against Wichita here on the Maverik Center ice. Referee Chaz Noche is talking with both teams' captains, who coincidentally enough both wear number 10. Dylan Boucher for Wichita and Mick Messner for the Grizzlies. So it's going to be a 5-on-4 power play, matching minors. The Maestro gets 2 minutes for slashing, and Joe Carroll gets 2 minutes for diving and embellishment. Those fouls offset, replay, first down. 5-on-4 power play for Wichita. Thunder lead 4-3. Still 1 minute 27 left in Wichita's power play. Off the draw, goes past Dashke. Run down by Yoon at the Utah line. Yoon will tattoo it off the near boards for Neil Shea. Shea trying to fire it towards Gorsuch. It bounced off the side to Peter Bates. Bates gets the puck. He skates around Gorsuch's net. Bates, 13 multiple-point goal games this season. He'll drop it off. Thunder cross center ice. Thunder veer off over the line. Walker across. Burke couldn't get it. Left point. Bushler feeds it towards Burke. It's picked off by Brian Yoon. And Yoon will helicopter towards the left corner deep in the Thunder zone. Grizzlies will switch up and get 4 fresh attackers on the ice. 50 seconds left as Burke delivered a basketball-style screen on Cade Nilsson, but Burke's back was to him, so no call. Down the middle, Peter Bates veers off to the left. He gets held up by Nilsson. Bates breaks free. Bates now to the right side. Nilsson shadowing him like a hawk. Bates feathers it to Bushler on the high slot. Bushler fires towards the net, saved by Duplessis. Rebound bounces like a basketball. Nilsson will clear it towards the far wing boards. Action still in the Grizzlies zone. Bushler, right point, has it. Bushler walks in. He drops it for Burke down the middle of the ice. He glanced off of his stick into the near wing boards. Puck goes off of Kobe Walker, sticking out to center ice. Bushler will skate back to the Wichita line. He'll drop it off to Bates off the far wall. Grizzlies clear it back to center. Puck bounces at center ice. Grizzlies get it back to their line. Corbett will skate back towards the far circle of the Grizzlies zone. He'll feather it towards Lebster out of the box. Lebster skates in right side. Lebster, righty, will skate around Wichita's net. He'll get it up top to you. Across the left point for Lebster. Fires towards the right corner. Wichita gets there first. Guriev will tap it off the end boards. Thunder will slide it out to center ice. Thunder move the puck around pretty well. Thunder over the line. Gritz left side. Drops it. Smith left side will take a righty shot that's blocked as Hillebrand took his time and space away. Hillebrand over to Gallant. Gallant over the line. He'll drop it as Lebster gets up top to Cutting Yoon. High slot. Righty shot goes wide as he was looking for Hillebrand to redirect it. Grizzlies keeping the offensive zone. Hillebrand back around Wichita's net. He'll drop it for Lebster. Goes over a stick. High slot. Cooper Jones gets it. He'll fire towards the right point. His shot gets blocked off a stick. Now right corner. Gallant. 2-on-2 battle. Gallant at the puck glance off his stick on to Alex Gritz. Problem he plays for Wichita. Out to center ice off of Smith's skate. Grizzlies get it back in their line. Dashke gets challenged by Gritz, who's played hard in his first game with Wichita. Jones will move it out to Manning, who steps over the offensive line. Manning veers off to the high slot. Skates towards the left side. Lost the puck. He got it back. He'll drop it back up top for Nilsson, who fires a blast that goes wide from the left point. Jones keeps it in right side. Armstrong dances around. He skates towards the right circle. Armstrong's got 5 goals this season, but he lost the puck. TJ Lloyd will move it back towards the middle of the ice. And out to center ice, Dylan Boucher crosses center. He'll dump it in, left wing. Boucher gets around Andrew Nilsson. Cooper Jones will wobble it back towards Andrew Nilsson, who angles the pass to the left wing for Armstrong, who tried to drop it for Manning. It glanced off of his stick. Puck goes deep into the Thunder zone. Manning, far corner, gets double teamed. Manning gets to Shea. One time, scores! Shea fired a blast from the left wing, and we're tied at 4. Oh, this crowd's going nuts as Neil Shea gets his team leading 15th of the year. Utah scores 4 unanswered second period goals. And just like that, we're tied at 4. Just kind of a scramble play out to the left side. Shea got the puck, and he fired it low past Gorsuch. Shea with the goal. Luke Manning picks up the assist. It's Manning's 12th helper of the campaign. Grizzlies score 4 goals in 8.5 minutes to turn a 4-0 Wichita lead into a 4-4 tie. Thunder across center ice. They step over the offensive line. We've had a great game so far. Dickman, left side, skates in, lefty shot, and he scores. And just like that, Jay Dickman breaks the ties. He gets his 15th of the year as he taunts the crowd in Section 112. And the fans in Section 112 say Jay Dickman's number 1 in our hearts. Dickman first in the celebration aisle. As the Thunder retake the lead, it's now 5-4. Dickman fired at stick side past Duplessis. And what a crazy game we've had here. And we're only through 2 periods. And just remember, this is the first of 3 straight between these clubs. Get your tickets for tomorrow night. If it's anything like tonight, you're in for a treat. So Jay Dickman breaks the 4 unanswered streak the Grizzlies had. Dickman scores 16:30 in, with the lone assist going to Kobe Walker. It's Walker's 25th assist this season. Dickman's goal was scored 17 seconds after Neil Shea tied it up 16-13 in, with Manning getting the assist there. Thunder outlet it to center ice. It goes past Peter Bates. Grizzlies come back the other way. Webster over the line, left side. Grizzlies skate from left to right here in the second period. Webster lost the puck. Bates will lift it over Daschke's head. 2-on-1, but Walker overskates the puck. Thunder trying to skate back in. Webster knifed it away. Gallant muscles his way into the offensive zone, but the Grizzlies are offside. 2:54 is left in the second period. You having any fun? Thunder 5, Grizzlies 4. Grizzlies have second period goals from Mick Messner, Cole Fonstad, Brian Yoon, and Neil Shea. Joe Carroll has 2 goals and 1 assist, and Jay Dickman broke the 4-4 tie 16:30 into the second with his 16th goal of the year. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network. It's the Thunder 5 and the Grizzlies 4 in what's really turned into a crazy, and I mean crazy, second period. Thunder led 2-0 after 1 period, and then Wichita scored 2 unanswered in the early portion of the second period. Joe Carroll scored 4:38 in, and then Austin Heidemann scored 6:02 in to give the Thunder a 4-0 lead. And with that, Jake Barczewski was pulled in favor of Vinny Duplessis. Grizzlies scored 3 power play goals. McMessner got Utah on the board 7:44 in. Grizzlies win the draw. They're in the offensive zone. Fonst over to Nilsson. He's in the left wing. He'll feather the puck towards the left wing boards. Hillerbrand battles with Nolan Burke. Puck goes back up top to Nilsson, left side. He fires towards the net. Kick saved by Gorsuch. Puck to the left wing. Jones runs it down. Cooper, that is, for the Grizzlies. He'll drop it. Puck goes towards the right wing, and the Thunder will slice it past Fonstand out to neutral ice. As the Thunder, back of their line, Nolan Neen will get it across towards Brady Hache. Now back towards Neen in the left wing. Neen angles it out to the right at center ice. Stepping over center ice and over the line's Joe Carroll. Carroll tries to get his way through Jones, but he couldn't muscle his way through. Nilsson holds his face. Wichita centers out in front of, glanced off the skate. Grizzlies come back to center ice. The Maestro across the center. He's got 2 assists tonight. He'll dump it in. Grizzlies will hit the refresh button as Wichita has the puck deep in their own zone, skating from right to left. Less than 2 minutes left in the second period. Puck goes past Armstrong, and it goes past Heidemann all the way down as the Thunder get called for icing with 1:49 left in the second. So Messner got Utah on the board, 7:44 on a power play goal. Then Utah got a 5-on-3 power play. Fonstad scored on the 5-on-3. And then Brian Yoon picked up his third power play goal of the second period. And that was an even 10 minutes in. Grizzlies tied it up as Neil Shea scored from the left wing 16-13 in, with Luke Manning getting the assist. And then 17 seconds after that, Wichita retook the lead as Jake Dickman picked up his 16th goal of the year, actually 15th goal of the year, with Kobe Walker getting his 25th assist of the campaign. Jake Dickman's 15 goals lead active Thunder skaters, although that is second on the team. Mikhail Stenell leads the Thunder club. He had been playing in the AHL with San Jose. Grizzlies have it up top, left side. Lefty shot saved by Gorsuch. Collision out in front. Gorsuch loses his helmet, and play is stopped with 1:38 left in the second. Mikhail Stenell leads Wichita with 16 goals this season. He's currently in the AHL with San Jose. Gorsuch takes his helmet back on, puts it back on. Grizzlies have outshot the Thunder 25-21. I mentioned both teams are in the bottom 5 in the league in terms of shots allowed per game. So we're expected to see 35 to 40 shots maybe on both teams for maybe 2 or 3 games of this series. Cade Nelson will take the drives out there with Shea and Armstrong. Thunder win the faceoff. Bushler will tap it off a skate. It goes deep into the Grizzlies zone. It got redirected to new try, snow icing. Jake Wallen runs it down. He'll throw up behind Utah's net. Corbett will slice it towards the near side. Now it's the right wing. Thunder trying to drop it up, but nobody was home. Armstrong over the offensive line. He'll stop on the right point. He'll move it towards Nielsen, who skates towards the right side. Backhand shot saved by Gorsuch. Rebound goes to Wichita. They'll clear it off the near wing boards, but not out. Hume towards Armstrong. Make that Shea off his stick. He was trying to locate it. It was knifed away by Dockery. Now Dockery and Shea battle as Gorsuch looks over his left shoulder as Wood joins the play with a Thunder skater. Now Wood towards the right corner. He tried to muscle his way through. Wallen throws it to the right point. Yoon kept it in. His shot is blocked. Thunder will clear it off the near wing wall. It goes to the Utah line where Yoon runs it down. Yoon will slice it ahead to Manning. Across the center ice. Manning drops it for Wood. Right side, Wood over to Manning near goal line. Manning tried to center it, but lost his balance. Now he gets it back with the puck. Manning will skate towards the right point. He'll move it across to Dashke, the all-star representative, even though there's no all-star game. He's in the high slot. He'll pedal towards the right point. Dashke surveys. Now he'll skip towards his left. He'll drop it for Wood in the right point. Wood lays it for Manning, who skates towards the right corner. Grizzlies patient here. Less than 20 seconds left in the period. Manning looking for Dashke, tried to drop it to the high slot, and Wichita took it away. Thunder will skate in. Dickman over to the far goal line. Now back towards Dickman, left side shot. Saved by Duplessis. Puck still alive. Yoon gathers it with 4 seconds left in the second period, and he will sky one deep into the Thunder zone. And the clock stops somehow with 1 second left in the second period. The Grizzlies are called for icing. Draw's going to be back deep in Utah's zone. It looks like the score is going to be 5-4 Wichita after 2 periods. Draws deep in the Grizzlies zone with 1 second left. It's nothing the Grizzlies can really do except for make sure that the guy taking the draw for Wichita doesn't just shovel the puck towards the net. And a chance to score a goal there. It looks like Peter Bates will take the draw for Wichita. The clock it looked like the clock had stopped before the icing was called. I think this period should be over. I think that's what the 4 officials are talking at center ice about. We got a lot to talk about during the second intermission. Wichita led 4-0. Grizzlies score 4 unanswered, and it looks like that will do it for 2 periods. As the clock had stopped when it shouldn't have, and with 1 second left in the second period. That will do it for 40 minutes here at Maverik Center. It's 5-4 after 2 periods. Grizzlies have outshot the Thunder 26-22. And with the Grizzlies coming back, scoring the 4 unanswered, Jake Barczewski is no longer the goaltender of record. Barczewski saved 12 of 16. He was pulled after the Thunder made it a 4-0 game, with the Grizzlies coming all the way back to tie it up at 4. Assuming that the win-loss record is like it is in baseball, the goaltender of record now would be Vinny Duplessis. When we come back, we will talk some hockey and recap the first two frames. As after two periods, it's the Wichita Thunder 5 and the Utah Grizzlies 4. It's the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Well, if everybody's having a good time, Wichita leads Utah 5-4 in what really turned out to be a crazy second period of action. Thunder led 2-0 after one period as Wichita scored 2 goals 56 seconds apart. Joe Carroll, who might be the number one star regardless of what happens the rest of this game, he's got 2 goals and 1 assist tonight. Carroll scored his 12th of the year with Jay Dickman and Nolan Burke picking up the assists. And that was a power play goal for Wichita, 6:37 into the contest. 56 seconds later, Declan Smith picked up his first pro goal, and this is his 23rd game in a Wichita uniform. Alex Gritz, in his Wichita and ECHL debut, he picked up the assist, and that was 7:33 into the first. In the first frame, Wichita led 2-0, and they outshot the Grizzlies 12-11 in the period. In the second frame, it was the Grizzlies that had a 14-10 advantage in the shot count, but it was Joe Carroll scoring shorthanded 4:38 in on a 2-on-1 to make it a 3-0 game as Dickman was over to the right side. And he had there was the 2-on-1 there. Dickman found a cutting Carroll cross-ice pass, went tape to tape, and Carroll fired it past Barczewski as Joe Carroll picked up his 6th goal against Utah this season. Dickman and Jeremy Bushler picked up the assists. Then the Thunder extended the lead to 4-0 as Austin Heidemann scored his 7th of the year on kind of a crazy-looking shot. Heidemann took the shot from the right side, bounced off of Barczewski. Puck went back towards Heidemann, who followed his own shot. And then Heidemann looked like he was Russ Tyler in D2 of the Mighty Ducks. Puck went off his stick, just kind of wobbled in the air, just somehow flipped over Barczewski's shoulder and then dropped into the back of the net on a crazy-looking shot. As Heidemann picked up his 7th of the year, Carroll and Somerville got the assist. And with that, it became a 4-0 game. And Jake Barczewski was pulled as he saved 11 of 15 in the first 26 minutes and 2 seconds of regulation. He was replaced by Vinny Duplessis, who saved 6 of 7 for the remainder of the second period. Well, what got the Grizzlies back in the game? Well, it was a few penalties. Kobe Walker picked up a tripping minor, 7:04 into the second period, and the Grizzlies got on the board as Mick Messner scored his 8th of the year as he went 5-hole under Gorsuch. Messner's goal was scored from the right wing, 7:44 in. The maestro, Keaton Mastrodonato, and Reed Lepster picked up the assists. And for Mick Messner, that's his first goal wearing the captain's seat for the Grizzlies. It's his 4th game as Grizzlies captain, as he was named team captain on the last road trip. And for Mick Messner, it's his first game at home wearing the seat. He now has 8 goals on the year. Mastrodonato and Lepster with the assists. Grizzlies got another power play after Wallen picked up a hooking minor, 8:04 into the second. Grizzlies did not score on that, but they got a 5-on-3 power play as Jay Dickman got a slashing minor. And so it was huge for the Grizzlies to capitalize on the 5-on-3, because if you score on a 5-on-3, they just bring one guy out of the penalty box and you stay on the power play with a 5-on-4. Well, Fonstad, who had 24 goals in the American Hockey League over a 2-season stretch with the Cleveland Monsters, it's been a long time coming, but he picks up his first in a Utah uniform as he was in the high slot and just kind of walked in on Gorsuch, and he fired a quick-looking wrist shot over Gorsuch's left gloved shoulder, and Fonstad gets on the board as a Grizzly. In terms of goals, Fonstad has 12 assists in 19 games with the Grizzlies coming into play tonight, but he picks up his first goal in a Utah uniform on a 5-on-3 power play, 9:31 in. Dashke and Mastrodonato picked up the assists. And so Grizzlies stayed on the power play, and exactly halfway through the second period and halfway through the 60-minute affair, it was Brian Yoon scoring from the high slot. Remember on Sunday, Chad Hillebrand in Utah's second goal, which turned out to be the game winner. Hillebrand was out in front of the net, and he had screened goaltender Yaniv Peretz. Well, in this situation, Hillebrand was in front of the net, and he was screening Trevor Gorsuch. Hillebrand is 6'4" and 200 pounds, and he's every bit of it. And he's been using his size to really a great advantage here for the Grizzlies. And now that Utah's got that net front forward on the power play, I think that's a big difference. And that's a part. It's not the only reason, but it's part as to why the Grizzlies' power play has been on point here tonight, and really has been on point since Hillebrand joined the team last weekend on the Grizzlies' recently completed road trip. Hillebrand did pick up a goal, as did Briley Wood, on Brian Yoon's 5th goal of the season. That was a power play goal exactly 10 minutes into the second period, and that made it a 4-3 game. And with that, this crowd was about as lit as it's been all year. Utah tied it up on a bit of a scramble play. Puck ended up in the left offensive circle. Neil Shea got the puck, and he fired it low past Gorsuch's left pad. Shea gets his team leading 15th goal of the year, with Luke Manning getting the assist. Just like that, we're tied at 4. 17 seconds after Shea tied it up, Jay Dickman gives the Thunder a 5-4 lead as he scored from the left wing. He had the puck with all sorts of time. He could get a cup of coffee, have a picnic. He can have a grilled cheese sandwich if he wanted to. Dickman picked his spot, stick side pass to Duplessis, and he didn't miss. As Jay Dickman, he's been with Wichita for a long time, feels like 5 or 6 years. He picked up his 15th goal of the year. Kobe Walker got his 25th assist of the campaign, and that gave Wichita a 5-4 lead. And that's where it sits after 2 periods. For the Grizzlies and their 25 shots, Mastrodonato, Messner, and Shea each lead the way with 4. Mastrodonato has 2 assists. He now has a point in all 8 home games he's played in. And with the second period goal, Neil Shea now has a point in all 10 home games he's played in. Shea has 19 points, 11 goals, and 8 assists at home this season. And this just his 10th game here at Maverik Center, at least this year. He had spent some time, 3 games last year, as a member of the visiting team here at Maverik Center. And in the final game the Grizzlies played against Newfoundland last year, it was the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Shea scored both of Newfoundland's goals in a 2-0 victory. So there's something about the surroundings here at Maverik Center that Neil Shea likes a lot, as he picked up the tying goal, 16-13 into the second. Derek Dashke and Cade Nilsson each have 3 shots. Nilsson's not necessarily a high-volume shooter, but he's been aggressive here tonight. Brian Yoon has 1 goal on 2 shots for the Grizzlies. On the Wichita side, it's been a very balanced attack in terms of shots. Jeremy Bushler and Joe Carroll each have 3 shots. Carroll has 2 goals and 1 assist. He's a +2, and regardless of what happens the rest of the game, Carroll might be the number 1 star of the evening. Wichita, Carroll's the only guy right now, it looks like. Actually, Jay Dickman has 1 goal and 2 assists. Those are the 2 Thunder skaters that have 2 or more points tonight. Carroll with 3 points, and Jay Dickman also with 3 points, as Dickman has 1 goal and 2 assists. Carroll, as well as Dickman, Braden Hache, and Nolan Neen, as well as Dominic Dockery, not to be confused with former NFL offensive lineman Derek Dockery. Those 5 skaters are all a +2 for Wichita tonight. Well, looks like we got an outstanding third period in store. Thunder lead 5-4. The Thunder are 16-1 this season when leading after 2 periods. When we come back, we'll go over some scores from around the league. We'll also check in on those who are living the dream. 4 NHL games tonight, including the Winnipeg Jets battle with the Utah Hockey Club. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network, as it's the Flow Sports ECHL Game of the Week.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West, or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Second intermission, Wichita leads Utah 5-4. The Thunder are looking for just their 4th victory all time here against the Grizzlies at Maverik Center. Tonight, Winnipeg defeats the Utah Hockey Club 5-2. Remember, on Monday night, it was a 5-2 final as Utah picked up 5 goals, including 4 against Connor Hellebuck. But tonight, the Winnipeg Jets get some revenge as they win 5-2. Cole Perfetti had a hat trick for the Jets as he scored 3 goals. Nikolai Eilers had 1 goal and 2 assists. Dylan DeMelo had 2 assists for the Jets. Winnipeg outshot Utah 29-19, and the Jets come away with a 5-2 victory over the Utah Hockey Club. Utah got goals from Nick Schmaltz and Barrett Hayton. Hayton had 2 goals in the 4-0 victory over Minnesota last night, and he stays about as hot as anybody can be. Clayton Keller with a multiple-point game as he had 2 assists for Utah. The Hockey Club also got assists from Michael Kesselring and John Marino. Connor Ingram picked up the loss for Utah as he saved 24 of 28. And for the Jets, Connor Hellebuck got the victory as he saved 17 of 19. Winnipeg 5, Utah 2, as the Jets get some revenge on the Utah Hockey Club. Utah's next game will be on Sunday afternoon as they will be in Ottawa to take on the Senators. 3 finals in the NHL. Stars defeat the Golden Knights 4-3. Islanders get a 3-1 victory over the Flyers. And in overtime, the Lightning defeat the Blackhawks 4-3. Kucherov scored the overtime power play game winner 58 seconds in with Victor Hedman, and Jake Gensel getting the assists. When we come back, we'll go over some ECHL scores here in 30 seconds. You're listening to the Flow Hockey ECHL Game of the Week.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Other action in the league tonight. Fort Wayne leads Tahoe 1-0 with 7 minutes left in the first period. After 2 frames at Idaho Central Arena, Steelheads lead the Oilers 2-1. Brendan Hoffman as the deciding goal for Idaho. He scored 5:13 into the second. Roulette has Tulsa's goal. McCarty also has a goal for Idaho. The Steelheads have been outshot 28-22, but Idaho leads 2-1 after 2 periods over Idaho Central Arena. Don't forget the Steelheads will be in town for a 3-game set beginning next Friday, and that'll be an interesting series. January 31st as well as February 1st and February 3rd. It'll be a 3-game and 4-day set. And don't forget that the middle game of that series will be the Guns N' Hoses Extravaganza. That will be Saturday, February 1st here at Maverik Center. Other action in the league. Early third period, Rapid City leads Allen 3-2. Cincinnati gets a 3-1 victory over Iowa as we'll go over some final scores in the league. In a shootout, Toledo defeats Kalamazoo 2-1. Maine is a 4-2 winner over Worcester. Wheeling gets a 4-3 victory over Kansas City. Reading over Greenville 3-2. Norfolk got a 5-4 shootout victory over Trois-Rivières. In the game that also ended in a shootout, South Carolina defeats Florida 3-2. Indy and Bloomington were postponed tonight due to ice conditions. I'm not sure if that was ice conditions in the building or outside the building. Interestingly enough, the Grizzlies were just in Bloomington last weekend. But that game at Grossinger Motors Arena is postponed due to ice conditions. When we come back, we'll have third period action as Vinny Duplessis will lead out the Grizzlies, who are wearing a black jersey with white numbers and professional green trim. Utah this season, when scoring 4 or more goals, they have a record of 12-1-1. Well, the Grizzlies have reached 4 goals. Wichita has 5. We'll come back and have third period action in 30 seconds. You've been listening to the second intermission report on the Flow Hockey ECHL Game of the Week.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Some stats of the first 2 periods. Grizzlies had 11 scoring chances through 2, and Wichita also had 11 scoring chances. Grizzlies with 11 giveaways. Wichita has 8. In the battle of the hits, Utah has 11 to Wichita's 8. Grizzlies with 5 power play shots through 2 periods. Wichita also with 5 power play shots. Grizzlies are 3 for 4 on the power play, and Wichita is 1 for 3. We will start the third period skating 5-on-5. Utah will have the forward line of Chad Hillebrand, Cole Fonstad, and Keaton Mastrodonato, with a defensive pairing of Derek Dashke and Brian Yu. And Jake Barczewski, he started the game, he saved 11 of 15. He was pulled in favor of Vinny Duplessis. Vinny has saved 6 of 7, and Vinny is in net right now. For Wichita to start out the third period, they will have their top forward line of Jay Dickman, Peter Bates, and Kobe Walker. All 3 of those players are at plus 15 or better on the season. Nolan Neen and Braden Hache are the defensive pairing. One of the taller referees in the league, Ben Betker, will drop the puck to start the third period. Becker drops it, and we're underway as Hache will swagger after it. He'll get the puck in the Thunder zone. Hache slices it across to Walker. His cross-ice pass from Walker to Dickman goes tape to tape. Bates moves to Hache left side. He fires towards the net, and that's sticked away by Hume. As Fonstad battles with Hache. Thunder skate in. Backhand shot saved by Duplessis. Rebound goes to Dashke, who skates towards the far corner. Grizzlies skate from right to left as we see it from high top section 114. Thunder from left to right. Dashke skates down the middle. Now dropping off for Mastrodonato. He races to neutralize. The Maestro crosses center. He'll fire on to Gorsuch. Blocker save. Puck hipping ups towards the center of the ice. Wichita clears it back to the Utah line. Andrew Nilsson ahead to Mastrodonato, who skates around the center ice logo. The Maestro to Chad Hillebrand. Puck wobbled off his stick. Hillebrand comforts it. Now the puck goes to the right side. Fonstad with 1 goal tonight. He's on the right side. Take a shot and he hits the crossbar. And the iron is unkind. You can hear that ping all the way from Provo. Wichita will clear it into the Grizzlies zone. Jones will slice one to the left for Nilsson, who pushed it back to Mick Messner at the Utah line. Jones gets spun around, And a hand pass is called near the Utah blue line. The draw's going to come back to Neutrice near Utah's bench. Boy, Cole Fonstad had a pretty good look from the right wing. And the iron was unkind as the ping was about as loud as you can hear. You could probably hear that from the Grizzlies team store in front of the Maverik Center. Every time you come to a Grizzlies game, that's where you got to go. You got to go to the Grizzlies team store and get all sorts of good stuff. I always look outside the window, just outside the Grizzlies team store, just doing window shopping. There's always great stuff there. Got to go there every time you come to a Grizzlies game. Utah wins the draw. Puck goes to Neutrice. Puck hipping opposite as Wichita gets back in. They'll throw it to the far corner. Nielsen throws to the left point. Thunder keeping in. Somerville fires towards the net, and that's blocked away. Puck to the right point, looking for TJ Lloyd. Webster anticipated, and he took it away. Out to the right wing for Messner. Steps over the offensive line. Somerville divorced him from the puck. Now Messner battles TJ Lloyd in the right corner. Puck goes to Utah. Webster drops it off for Gallant. He'll skate towards the far goal line. He'll take a righty shot. And it bounced off the far post. 2 irons by the Grizzlies here to start the third period. Gallant throws to the left corner for Messner, the Grizzlies captain. He feathers it up top looking for Jensen, but the puck will bounce out to center ice. Jensen will skate back to the Utah line. He'll push it across to Corbett, sporting a beard. Corbett skates down the middle. He's at Neutrice. He'll veer off to the left. He steps over the center ice red line. Now he steps over the blue, trying to fire to the net from the left point. Thunder will tap it off the glass as it was picked off by Guriev. Jensen out to the right side. Thunder were in the middle of a line change. Corbett tried to fire it into the Wichita bench towards a Thunder skater to get too many men on the ice call. Puck lifts to the Wichita line. Alex Gritz in his Thunder debut will back it out deeper in the zone. Cross-country flight, looking for Guriev at center ice, and he'll skip it in as he was battling with Berg, and he fell down as he was dumping the puck in. Jensen behind the net, gets around towards the near boards. Berg couldn't cut it off. Neen tried to carry it back in. Looks like the Thunder are called for offsides with 17-12 left in the third. So Dron's going to come back to Neutrice. Both teams will change things up. Remember, the same teams will battle tomorrow night. 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off, but we want to see everybody here at Maverik Center. Cade Nilsson will take the drives out there with Armstrong and Shea. Grizzlies win the draw. Brian Yoon gets it. He's played a ton of minutes again tonight. He'll push it along to Dashke. He's played about the same amount of minutes as Yoon. Dashke out to center ice, across the center red, and he'll backhand it in. Puck skips towards the right corner. Cade Nilsson drops for Shea, who's got a goal tonight. Shea, as it poked away by Hache. Puck towards the left wing boards. Dashke will kick it towards Shea. Gets pushed into about shoulder high by Hache. Brady Hache will race out to Neutrice. He'll feather it across to Kobe Walker, who fumbles the puck off his stick as he battles with Shea. Nilsson over the offensive line to Armstrong, back to Armstrong. Now Yoon, right side, will take a righty shot, and it gets deflected off the stick, and it flies out of play. 16:32 is left in the third. Draw's giving the Thunder zone. Both teams have one shot here so far in the third period officially. The Grizzlies have hit 2 posts. Thunder with 12 shots in the first, 10 in the second, and 1 here in the third. Grizzlies with 11 shots in the first, 14 in the second, and 1 here in the third. Machadonato's out there with Hillebrand and Fonstad. Dashke and Yoon stay on the ice. Grizzlies in a black jersey with white numbers and professional green trim. Colin Lee, the athletic trainer, and Jackson Hibbard, the equipment manager, are both in black. Off the draw left point. Dashke's shot is blocked away by Gorsuch. Right side, Mastrodonato will drop it back. Hillebrand behind the net as he shields his way from Bushler. Now Hillebrand strong with the puck, skates around Wichita's net. He'll get to Fonstad in the right corner. Fonstad skates back towards the point, now towards his left. Fonstad now in the left circle, slides it towards the net. And Mastrodonato thought that they had scored. The whistle blows, and high sticking is going to be the call. Boy, it looked like Mastrodonato was starting a celebration as Fonstad was in the left wing. He fired towards the net. There's a high sticking penalty, and it's going to be on Wichita. Nolan Burke goes to the box. So it looks like Gorsuch made the save, even though Mastrodonato started a celebration. As puck must have bounced off Gorsuch's skate. No goal. But Nolan Burke gets 2 minutes for high sticking, 3:55 into the third. Grizzlies will have Messner taking the face-off. He's got Lebster to his right and Mastrodonato to his left. Up top is Fonstad and Dashke. Grizzlies are 3 for 4 on the power play tonight, which is surprising considering Wichita's got the 5th best penalty kill in the league. Remember, the Thunder did score a shorthanded goal in the second period. Utah wins the draw. Dashke, he's in the left wing. He'll skip it across to Fonstad. Right side, Fonstad across to Mastrodonato, but the puck ended up waist high. The Maestro gets it off the near wing wall. Mastrodonato, high slot, shoulder fakes, now he gets to Fonstad, right wing. Fonstad dances around as he'll drift towards the right corner. He tried to get up top to Mastrodonato. Wichita anticipated it, and Joe Carroll will clear it out. Carroll might be the number one star regardless of what happens tonight. He's got 2 goals and 1 assist. Dashke around his net, and he'll yank it back towards Mastrodonato, who slides it across to Fonstad, left wing. Fonstad over the offensive line, veers off to the right. He'll drop it looking for Lebster. Once again, Wichita anticipates it. Up ahead towards Peter Bates near the Grizzlies bench. Dashke bounces Bates off his back as Lebster takes the puck. Now Dashke gets back checked by Wallen. Dashke strong with the puck as he will carry it out to Neutrise. Dashke will push one to the right side for the Maestro, who stops the right point over the line. He'll spin it around the wall. Messner lets it go to the point, but Fonstad wasn't home as the puck goes back into the Grizzlies zone. Closing the gap is Bates, who gets around Fonstad. Bates gets the puck, fired off the far wall. Grizzlies make a line change. Wood gets it. He'll carry over the offensive line, stopping the high slot. Wood will push it right for Gallant. Gallant now in the right circle. Will slide it to Neil Shea. He's in the right wing. Shea up top to Wood. Back towards Shea in the right side. Shea over to Wood. He's in the left wing. Back towards Shea, who faked a one-timer, gathers it, throws it in the middle of the ice for Gallant. Back towards Shea. Hit fires lefty shot that goes wide. Puck spins along the near wing boards and all the way to the Grizzlies line and beyond as Yoon will run it down in the near circle of the Grizzlies zone. 20 seconds left in the power play. Yoon ahead towards Fonstad off his stick, make that Hillebrand. Thunder will clear it back into the Grizzlies zone. Yoon runs it down a stride ahead of Joe Carroll. Carroll, despite being 6'3", he's got outstanding speed. Carroll gets tapped away by Gallant. Yoon gets it back. 5 seconds left in the power play. Yoon will skate down the middle of the ice. Duplessis slams his stick to the ice. Out of the box is Burke. Grizzlies are 3 for 5 now on the power play. Jensen skates in, but the Grizzlies are offside. There's 13:59 left in the third period. Wichita still leads 5-4. You're listening to the Flow Hockey ECHL Game of the Week on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Maverik's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorrentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
13 minutes, 59 seconds are left in regulation. Grizzlies have outshot the Thunder 28-23. Draws going to be at Neutrise as Utah was called for offside before the timeout. Grizzlies will have Adam Berg out there with Cade Nilsson and Craig Armstrong and a defensive pairing of Cade Jensen and Cody Corbett. Keaton Mastrodonato has 2 assists as he gets his 6th multiple-point game of the season. Both of the assists were on second-period power plays. As puck goes out to Neutrise, Corbett has a glance off his stick. Puck wobbles outside. Corbett's able to calm the puck down as puck goes back towards Adam Berg as he will race out to center ice with it in the right wing. As Berg will pitchfork it in from center ice. Armstrong lets it go off his stick. Thunder will race out to center ice. Grizzlies back defensively. So chipping in is Peter Bates. Kobe Walker's got good speed. Close the gap on Jensen, and he'll spin it to the left side. Somerville running it down, trying to keep it in, but the puck goes out to Neutrise. Thunder reset back in their own zone, skating from left to right. Grizzlies from right to left. Lloyd ahead towards Walker. Puck will wobble into the Grizzlies zone. Duplessis will drop it for Andrew Nilsson, who's wearing number 6. Nilsson skate towards the far circle. Now a skate north-south as he's back checked by Nolan Burke. Nilsson will yank it to his left. Fonstad over the line. He's got a goal tonight. Tries to skate down the middle, and it's knifed away by Dockery. Fonstad, right side, slides up top. Mastrodonado down the middle. Walk in. Righty shot is blocked away into traffic. The Maestro trying to center it out in front. It's picked up by Dockery, who gets to Heidemann in the right side. Heidemann angles it out to the left at center ice, and the Thunder dump it in. Heidemann back towards the right corner. Burke gets it. He'll throw it towards the middle of the ice. Lefty shot by Dockery goes wide as Hillebrand gets hit by Burke. Hillebrand will throw it to the right corner for Nilsson, who bounces one towards the right wing for Mastrodonado. He'll cross center ice. The Maestro will loft one in. Grizzlies will switch up forwards. Wichita will tap it off the right side. The Grizzlies get it back in the offensive zone. Dashke fires towards the net, and that's blocked away by Jeremy Bushler. Bushler's been one of the best rookie defensemen in the league. Puck wobbles off the top of the net. Right side, turnover. Webster throws to the middle of the ice, and it glanced off of Heidemann's skate. He now battles with Dashke along the near side. Bushler will throw it around Wichita's net. Thunder with a gentle push and a mild arc. Neil Biscuit bounces at Grizzlies ice. Dashke will get it. He'll move it across to Hume, who will race out to neutralize. Hume will push it his right for Galone. He tried to one-handed ahead, didn't get very far. Hume over in the right corner, offensive zone. We'll spin it back to the near side. Boucher gets hit in the back by Dashke. Boucher gets it back, throws it towards Wallen, who dumps it in creatively. As Lebster behind Utah's net, will skate towards the near side. Lebster gets bounced by Dylan Boucher in a big-time hit. Yoon crosses center ice, and he will saucer it all the way to the left corner as the puck got about a foot of air under it. Gallant and Messner battle with a couple Thunder skaters along the near side. Messner trying to get it up top. Taking it away is Dylan Boucher. Boucher dumps it in. Puck wobbles. Corbett will tap it off the near boards. Thunder run it down at center ice. Alex Gritz will dump it in. Gritz, just like the Southern breakfast item. As Jensen behind his net. As we played 9 minutes here in the third period, Thunder still lead 5-4. Nobody has scored here in the game's final regulation frame as of yet. Jensen looking for Berg. Pass goes wide of the mark at center ice onto Wichita. Gritz will dump it in. As Jensen will run it down behind Utah's net. Jensen, the Mount Royal product, will wobble one towards center ice. It's cut off by Gritz. Taking the puck is Luke Manning. He spins around to the Utah line. Steps over the offensive line, gets to Wood. Left side, his shot is blocked by Manning. Manning to the left side will throw it to the right corner looking for Berg. Running it down is Gritz. He'll feed it up top. Nielsen keeps it in. Andrew Nelson throws to the middle of the ice looking for Berg. Wichita gets it. They'll clear it out. No icing on the play. Thunder make a full line change as we're halfway through the third period. Cooper Jones will bounce one towards the Grizzlies bench. Manning gets it. He'll step over center ice. He'll dump it in. Thunder back ahead. Pass connects. Peter Bates got a breakaway skating down the middle. Looking for a backhand shot. He gets cut off by Cooper Jones. It's going to be a penalty on Jones. Well, I'm not entirely sure what he did. It might be interference. They call hooking. As Cooper Jones did what he had to do, as Peter Bates looked like he had a breakaway skating down the middle of the ice. Bates, one of the better scorers in the league. Cooper Jones made sure that Bates couldn't get a good shot off. So Jones gets his first penalty as a Grizzly, as he just kind of lifted the left side of Bates, making sure Bates couldn't break free and get a shot off. Good penalty for Jones to take. Time of penalty 10-10 into the third period, as there's 9 minutes and 50 seconds. That's the time remaining here in the third period. Thunder 1 for 3 on the power play. Big time penalty kill up coming for Utah. And for Wichita, they're looking for some third period insurance. Draw in the left circle. Nolan Burke has kicked out of the circle. Jay Dickman will take the draw against the second-year pro out of Canisius, Keaton Mastrodonado. Good crowd here at Maverik Center. I guess about 5,000 or 6,000. Grizzlies win the draw. And Fontenay will clear it all the way deep into the Thunder zone. Jeremy Bushler has 11 power play points on the season. He's got the puck. He's behind his own net. As he will lay it in front of him for Carroll. Back to Bushler. Skates down Broadway. Bushler with a hot pass out in front looking for Bates. It glanced off of his stick and off of Yoon's stick. Yoon runs it down deep in the Grizzlies zone. He'll push it towards the left wing. Bushler keeps it in. Now Dickman, high slot. Ricochets it off of Mastrodonato. It stays in play. Now the Maestro gets the puck. He races down the right wing. Maestro in the offensive zone, chased by 3 Thunder skaters. Like a shot that goes wide as he missed the net. Stick side or glove side on Gorsuch. The Maestro didn't have much time to put a move on as 3 Thunder skaters were chasing after him simultaneously. Thunder over the offensive line. Dickman will skate around Utah's net towards the near side. He's a big 6'6" forward. Bates feathers it up top, left side. As TJ Lloyd will shuffle his way towards the left circle. He'll drop it off. Lefty shot. Saved by Duplessis. As Lloyd dropped it for Burke. Burke fired a changeup onto Duplessis, who snatched it waist high. He holds on as there's 8:50 left in the third. And exactly 1 minute left in Wichita's power play. Draws in the left circle. We've had a fun one here at Maverik Center. Thunder lead 5-4. Wichita wins the draw. And it glanced off of the stick of Hache. Grizzlies clear it all the way back towards Trevor Gorsuch, who played in 6 games with the Grizzlies during the 2020-21 season. He was one of 7 goaltenders that year. As Walker crosses center ice right wing, steps over the offensive line. Shea will knife it back to center ice. Thunder back at their line. TJ Lloyd in the right wing will skate ahead. Lloyd crosses center ice. He gets his way around Andrew Nelson and pushes to his left. Heidemann wraps it around the boards. As Walker over in the right corner. As he dances around, he'll get to Carter Jones. No relation to the Grizzlies. Cooper Jones up top to Lloyd. Back to Carter Jones. He'll drift it towards the corner for Walker. Back towards Heidemann, who swings and misses on a pass down the middle of the ice. He tried to shovel it towards Duplessis. Shea over the offensive line. Left side will take a lefty shot. See, rebound shot goes wide as Messner had a second chance as he was in the right wing. As coming out of the penalty box is Cooper Jones. It's a successful penalty kill by the Grizzlies. Wichita still leads 5-4 as Jones races to the bench. Thunder cross center ice. As Brian Hume lifted over the head of Bushler. Bushler runs it down near side of the Thunder zone. He'll skate around Gorsuch's net. Grizzlies skate from right to left here in the period. Thunder ice the puck as the arm is raised by both linesmen. And icing is on Wichita with 7:28 left in the third. So Grizzlies will have an offensive zone draw. Don't forget, it's just the first of a 3-game set here at Maverik Center. Same teams tomorrow night. 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off. But we want to see you here at Maverik Center. Get your tickets to UtahGrizzlies.com and be part of Grizzmania. And Monday night's going to be a special offer where you can get a family 4-pack of tickets for just $48. Attendance tonight is 5,638 here at Maverik Center, 5,638. Draws in the left circle, won by the Grizzlies. Dashke across to Yoon. Right side will take a righty shot that goes wide. Thunder will bounce it off of Dashke, and the puck goes back to center ice. Grizzlies reset. Yoon at the Utah line over to Mastrodonato, who skates back towards Duplessis. The Maestro will slide it towards Yoon, who's deep in the Grizzlies zone. Yoon to the middle of the ice for Dashke, who skates down the middle. Dashke will move it to his right for Hillebrand, who dumps it in. Bushler will tap it back to the right corner. Grayev will sky the puck towards center ice. Dashke gathers it at the Utah line. He'll move it to his left for Fonstad. Now to Mastrodonato. Right side slap shot saved by Gorsuch. Puck goes up top. Dashke gets double teamed. A Thunder player gets hit with a high stick. The officials didn't spot it. Right side. Grizzlies with a shot save. Rebound shot. What a stop by Gorsuch. As he robbed Fonstad. Fonstad still has it. He's now on the right point. He'll drop it for Andrew Nilsson. Nilsson will shuffle towards the high slot. Take a lefty shot and it goes wide. Gorsuch didn't see it. Hillebrand battles with Bushler. The net gets dislodged. 6:25 left in the third period. Thunder still lead 5-4. So they'll put the net back in place. Draws going to be in the Grizzlies offensive zone. Boy, Fonstad had a good look. Dashke out on the right side. Puck ended up deflecting towards the left wing. Trevor Gorsuch with an outstanding save off his right arm to keep it a 5-4 game. Jake Barczewski in back-to-back weeks was part of the ECHL Saves of the Week. And I got to think that might be a Save of the Week nomination there with Trevor Gorsuch robbing Cole Fonstad. For all the latest news of Utah Grizzlies hockey, go to utahgrizzlies.com. Mick Messner will take the draw. He's got Gallant to his right and Lubster to his left. Up top is Andrew Nilsson, and Cooper Jones is in his first home game with Utah. Jones has performed well. Draw one by the Grizzlies. Andrew Nilsson left side. Shot is blocked by his teammate Cole Gallant, who was out in the slot. As the Thunder back in their own zone, Neen gets it taken away by Messner. Gets to Gallant, right side. Now firing towards the nets. Cooper Jones wide. As the puck slides along the near boards. Oh, Andrew Nilsson just obliterated a Thunder skater. And Dickman's going after Andrew Nilsson. And we got a free-for-all as an episode of the Jerry Springer Show is breaking out here at Maverik Center. Oh, Andrew Nilsson just lit up a Thunder skater near side of the Wichita line. Peter Bates, then Jay Dickman immediately went after Andrew Nilsson. The line's been holding up Andrew Nilsson. It was Kobe Walker that took the business end of big Andrew Nilsson. Nilsson will skate towards the bench. He's probably going to the lock. We'll see what he gets. As that hit was towards the boards that were kind of at a tough angle to see. Dickman takes Andrew Nilsson's stick and shovels it towards the Utah blue line. As Kobe Walker is able to, the trainer came out, but it looked like Walker is able to skate off the ice under his own power. Now Walker is going to walk towards the locker room. Walker wasn't seeing Nilsson, and Nilsson just obliterated Kobe Walker. I don't know that you call anything on Nilsson there, maybe interference. And then Peter Bates went after Nilsson, and then Jay Dickman did so. And with Walker laying on the ice, they blew the whistle. They showed the replay. And Walker didn't see Nilsson there. That's one of those where, if you're Andrew Nilsson, you tell Kobe Walker, hey, look up, I'm coming. No penalty on the play. So it was deemed a clean hit, and Nilsson just obliterated Kobe Walker. Hopefully Walker's okay, as he's being checked out in the locker room. Draws in the Thunder zone, left side. Grizzlies won the faceoff. Nilsson will throw it towards Corbett. He fires towards the net, and it's blocked. Austin Heidemann gets the center ice. No wobbling into the left corner. Corbett gathers it off the boards. Less than 6 minutes left in the third period. Andrew Nilsson, cross-ice pass towards the right side near the Wichita bench. Gallant gets knocked down as he was trying to accept the puck. As Wichita will skate out to neutralize Heidemann. Right wing. He'll whip it around the boards. Duplessis cuts it off. It glanced off his stick towards the left corner. As Dashke will push it ahead towards Briley Wood. Wood races to center ice. Now a swagger across the line as he gets around Somerville. Wood fires towards the net. It goes wide on a sharp angle. Puck goes out to neutralize Dashke. Back at the Utah line across to Hume. Hume back to Dashke down the middle of the ice. He'll move it to his left off a stick as Dashke was trying to get to Berg. As Berg and Gorsuch run into each other in the crease. As Wichita will toss it. Berg tried to deliver a hit on Lloyd and got more glass than Lloyd. Yoon trying to get towards Berg. Pass goes wide of the mark, and icing is called on the Grizzlies as there's 4 minutes and 55 seconds left in regulation. So we've had ourselves quite a spirited battle here at Maverik Center. Draws give me the left circle of the Grizzlies zone. First of 6 straight here at Maverik Center for the Grizzlies, and they're going to need a successful homestand to climb back into the playoff race. Draw on the left wing. Manning wins it over Jay Dickman as Dashke spins along the near side. Bushler got hit with a high stick by Adam Berg. It's going to be a Wichita power play coming up. Delayed penalty as Gorsuch will skate towards the bench. Adam Berg's going to get a high sticking minor as Wichita is going to try to take as much time before Utah touches the puck. Thunder lead 5-4. And obviously with time running out on the Grizzlies side, Utah's going to have to be very aggressive, shorthanded. Armstrong skates after Dockery to try to initiate action. Armstrong touches up the puck. And the Thunder will be on the power play when we come back. 4 minutes and 22 seconds are left in the third as Adam Berg gets 2 minutes for high sticking. Thunder lead the Grizzlies 5-4. This is the Flow Hockey ECHL Game of the Week.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
With that last stop, the Grizzlies goals collect their 19th straight tonight for the Grizzlies. You want to get in on these savings? Our Guinness Credit Union is currently offering 1%.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less.
Thunder lead the Grizzlies 5-4 as Adam Berg gets 2 minutes for all. He got a 4-minute penalty for high sticking. It's a double minor. 4 minutes, double minor, high sticking. 4:22 is left in the third. Grizzlies are going to have to be ultra aggressive, shorthanded here. As Berg not only got 2 minutes, he got 4 minutes for high sticking. Joe Carroll's on hat trick watch. He has 2 goals and 1 assist tonight. He'll take the draw against Utah's Masher Donato, who has 2 assists. Grizzlies won the draw. Corbett will sling the puck along the boards, and it goes along the near wing all the way. Gorsuch, the Wichita goaltender, stops it in front of his net. Bushler gets taken away by Fonstad, who's at neutralize. Fonstad slides it horizontally towards the far side. It's taken back by Jay Dickman, who's got 1 goal and 2 assists tonight. He'll drop it to Joe Carroll. Skates down Broadway, skates over the middle. He gets blasted by Corbett as Carroll was just skating down like he didn't have a care in the world. He gets back to his feet. Nielsen will clear the puck all the way. Gorsuch near side. We'll skip it ahead looking for Joe Carroll. It goes past him. Carroll looked like he was still recovering as he got his world rocked by Cody Corbett. A legal hit. It's one of those things. Carroll just thought he was Eric Lindros in Game 7 against the Devils in 2000, just thinking he can skate across neutral ice unimpeded, and bam, Scott Stevens. And in this case, it was Cody Corbett acting as Scott Stevens. Luckily, Carroll was able to get back to his feet, but it didn't look like he had enough juice to accept the puck at neutral ice as he let it go for an icing. Offensive zone draw for the Grizzlies. 3:40 is left in the third period. Still over 3 minutes left in the double minor for high sticking, as apparently Adam Berg drew blood on a Thunder skater. Wichita crosses center ice. Thunder step over the offensive line, skating from left to right. Wichita will tap it off the end boards. Puck goes towards the corner. Yoon gets it knifed away. Bates will spin the puck towards the right corner. It's taken by Carter Jones, who throws to the right side looking for Burke. It tapped off of his stick. Grizzlies come back the other way. 2-on-2. Shea over the line. He skates the left side, centers it out towards Yoon, but Yoon couldn't accept it as he was getting bounced by Braden Hache. Good idea with Shea trying to get to Yoon, cutting in front of the net. 3 minutes and counting left in the third. Thunder lead 5-4. Time is on Wichita's side. They're on the power play for the next 2 minutes, 30 seconds. In fact, the Berg penalty will end with 22 seconds left in regulation. Heidemann got hit in the back by Cody Corbett. Corbett will helicopter it all the way towards Gorsuch, who gloved it ankle high and immediately dropped it to make sure the whistle didn't blow quickly. It would have been a Grizzlies offensive zone draw had the whistle blown prematurely. Thunder out towards Carter Jones, who spins around. Thunder are taking their time on their power play. After all, they can. They've got the 1-goal lead, and they've got a power play that will last until there's 22 seconds left in regulation. Fans take up a Let's Go Grizzlies chant. Wichita playing a game of 4 corners. His time's on their side, and they're the ones on the power play. Carroll dumps into the right corner. He gets double teamed. Carroll trying to break free of Andrew Nelson. Taking the puck's Cody Corbett. Nelson trying to buy a penalty, no call. As Grizzlies over the offensive line. Corbett throws it towards the middle of the ice. It glanced off of Fonstad's stick. Masher Donato up top to Nelson. One-timer. Glove saved by Gorsuch. Boy, Nelson was in the high slot. He fired a riser. It just kind of looked like it just kind of rose towards Gorsuch, but the Wichita goaltender makes the save. A minute and 50 seconds are left in the third period. A minute 28 is left on the Wichita power play. Duplessis is still in net. Grizzlies are shorthanded. Utah does have an offensive zone draw. Christian Horn and Ryan Kanasowicz are now talking with Duplessis. Christian Horn points towards Duplessis and says, watch me. It looks like Christian Horn's going to be the one to direct traffic as to whether Duplessis comes out for an extra attacker. But Wichita wins the drop as Bushler loses his balance. Hillebrand takes the puck. He's in the left wing. Hillebrand stops, reverses his field back towards the left corner as he tries to muscle his way with Bushler. Hillebrand shields his way from Bushler with the puck. Dashke over to the right side. Yoon with a shot, and it goes wide. Boy, shorthanded. Yoon had a great A chance from the right wing, but just missed the net wide, stick side on Gorsuch. Yoon tried to get towards Hillebrand. It goes wide of the mark. No icing, though. Grizzlies are shorthanded. Utah will switch up, and Hillebrand and Yoon will come off. Duplessis is still in there. A minute 15's left in the third. Home run pass is cut off by Corbett as Wichita was looking for Burke. Burke tapped it off a Corbett stick. Dickman tried to center it out in front. He got about 3 feet of air under it, looking for Heidemann. Now back towards the right corner. Duplessis is still in their action, the Grizzlies zone. Heidemann tried to find Burke out in front of the net. Grizzlies tapped it away. Duplessis is going to stay on the ice. Shea gets reined into along the far side. 46 seconds left. Duplessis will skate towards the bench. Nielsen fires towards the net, saved by Gorsuch. Duplessis is out. Empty net for the Grizzlies. 40 seconds left. Dickman over to Neen. He'll fire towards the empty net. It glanced off a Grizzly stick. Brian Yoon saves the day. Less than 30 seconds left. Mastrodonato over to Yoon. Berg will come out of the box in 3 seconds. Mastro over the line. His pass is picked off. Jake Dickman fires to the empty net, and it hits off the near post. Icing is on Wichita. The whistle blows. The time, they got to reset the clock. It looked like there should be about 15 or 16 seconds left. There's now 13.4. They're going to have to reset and put 2 or 3 seconds back on the clock. Game of inches. The puck ricocheted off the near post. Iron unkind for Jay Dickman. There should be 15 or 16 seconds left. Right now there's 18 seconds left. Grizzlies will take that. Timeout Utah. Grizzlies looking to drop a play. First of a 3-game set. Don't forget to get your tickets. at UtahGrizzlies.com. Well, if you're Ryan Kanasowicz, what do? You try to find a way to isolate Shea or Mastrodonato on one of the wings. You figure out who's got the best one-timer on the team. Maybe you get to Dashke or Yoon. McMessner's got a goal tonight. Maybe find him on the right wing. Let's see. Messner's going to take the drives out there with Shea, Mastrodonato, and Fonstad. Fonstad has a goal tonight. Yoon and Dashke are the defensive pairing. Utah's net is empty. 18.2 seconds are left in regulation. Smoke him if you got him. Thunder up 5-4. Biggest face-off of the game. Messner wins it. Dashke's on the left side. They'll get it towards Fonstad. One-timer goes just wide. It ricochets off the end boards. Thunder will clear it all the way out. Fonstad races after it. The whistle blows. 7.2 seconds are left in the third. We may need a new time clock here at Maverik Center. That thing is not stopping on time. Remember, in the second period at the very end of it, we had some issues with the clock not stopping or stopping when it shouldn't have. They reset the clock to 7.5 seconds left here in regulation. Seems like Fonstad might have a hot hand. Seems like any of the guys on the ice for the Grizzlies are a scoring threat, all 6 of them. Messner will take the draw against Joe Carroll. Draws the left circle. Messner wins it again. Dashke fires towards the net, and that's blocked. Wichita fires to the empty net, and a score. And this baby's in the refrigerator as the Thunder take a 6-4 lead. As Wichita is going to come out with the victory in the series opener. Couldn't see who it was. Might be Jay Dickman's second of the night. It would be a 4-point game if it is Dickman. as the Thunder wrap things up as they score on an empty net with 1.4 seconds left in the third. If it's Joe Carroll, it completes a hat trick. I'm not sure who scored. There was a lot of bodies out in the middle of the ice in a tight window. So I'll wrap things up. Draw will be at center ice, and the Thunder are going to come away with a 6-4 victory. As in mass, everybody will exit. I think it's Joe Carroll scoring the goal, and that means that Carroll picks up a hat trick. He gets his 14th goal of the season, and it's his 7th goal against Utah this year. That is assuming that I saw it right. Carroll was in the middle of the ice, and that does it as Wichita comes away with a 6-4 victory. Thunder scored the first 4 goals of the night, and it is Carroll. We can confirm. He scores his 3rd of the game as he completes the hat trick, and the Thunder come away with the victory. As Joe Carroll scored 3 goals and 1 assist, Jay Dickman had 1 goal and 2 assists. Thunder had a 4-0 lead in the early portions of the second period. Grizzlies scored 3 power play goals in the stretch of 2 minutes and 16 seconds to make it a 4-3 game. And then Neil Shea tied it up as he scored from the left wing, 16-13 in. Jay Dickman scored what turned out to be the game winner, 16-30 into the second period. And scoring his 3rd of the night on an empty net was Joe Carroll. Looks like it's unassisted. Carroll's got 7 goals in 4 games against Utah this year. Post-game show starts in 30 seconds. Once again, the final score here from Maverik Center. It's the Wichita Thunder 6 and the Utah Grizzlies 4. It's the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Now the Grizzlies put up a pretty good battle, scoring 4 unanswered in the middle portion of the second period. As the Grizzlies scored 4 goals in a span of 8 minutes and 29 seconds to turn a 4-0 Wichita lead into a 4-4 tie. But Jay Dickman scored the game winner, 16-30 into the second. Joe Carroll added his 3rd goal of the night on an empty net, 19:58 into the third period. Grizzlies had their chances. Utah had 35 shots, including 9 in the third period. 6 of those 9 scoring chances were considered to be scoring chances by the off-ice officials. Grizzlies had 17 scoring chances on the night. They were able to find the back of the net on 4 occasions. But Utah just picks up their 2nd regulation loss of the season when scoring 4 more goals. Thunder came out early, and they came out with, just really a strong desire to pick up a victory. Wichita is one of the best defensive teams in the league. But the first 6 minutes and 3 seconds of the game were really all Grizzlies. Utah had outshot Wichita 7-1 in the first 6 minutes of play. Adam Berg picked up a holding minor, 6:03, and that gave Wichita power play. The Thunder moved the puck around pretty well. Berg to Dickman to Carroll to the back of the net as Joe Carroll scored his 12th of the year and first of 3 on the night. Dickman and Nolan Burke picked up the assists. 56 seconds later, it became a 2-0 game as Declan Smith scored his first professional goal, and this is his 23rd game as a member of the Thunder. He scored from the right wing. Alex Gritz was making his Thunder debut as he signed with the club yesterday. Gritz started the year playing in 33 games with the SBHL's Fayetteville Marksmen. Gritz got his first point in a Thunder uniform with an assist, and Declan Smith, with a moment he'll never forget, his first pro goal, 7:33 into the first period. That gave the Thunder a 2-0 lead, and that's where it sat after 1 period of play. Thunder took a 3-0 lead as they scored their 2nd shorthanded goal of the year. It was a 2-on-1. Dickman was on the right wing. He centered it out to Carroll. Carroll fired it past Barcheski as Carroll scored his 2nd of the night and 13th of the season. Dickman and Jeremy Bushler picked up the assists. Thunder extended the lead to 4-0 as Austin Heidemann scored his 7th of the year. Carroll and Somerville picked up the assists. And with that, Jake Barcheski was replaced by Vinny Duplessis. Barczewski saved 11 of 15. Barczewski came in relief, and he saved 8 of 9. Grizzlies got a power play when Kobe Walker picked up a tripping minor, 7:04 in. Grizzlies scored on the power play as Mick Messner, in his first home game as Grizzlies captain, scored from the right wing. His 8th of the year, Mastrodonato and Lepster picked up the assists. Grizzlies got a 5-on-3 power play later in the second period, and Cole Fonstad just walked down the middle of the ice, and he just fired it over the left-gloved shoulder of Trevor Gorsuch. Fonstad had 24 American Hockey League goals over a 2-season stretch with Cleveland. And Fonstad gets his first in a Utah uniform, 9:31 in. Dashke and Mastrodonato picked up the assists. That was a 5-on-3 power play goal that Fonstad scored, meaning the Grizzlies stayed on the power play. Briley Wood was on the right side. He slid it towards Yoon, high slot. And Yoon's righty shot found the back of the net. Chad Hillebrand was out in front trying to redirect it. Hillebrand acting as a screen, and it was an effective one, as Yoon scored his 5th of the year, with Wood and Hillebrand getting the assist. That made it a 4-3 game. All 3 Utah goals were scored on the power play, and Utah had all sorts of momentum. Grizzlies eventually tied the game, 16-13 into the second period, as Shea got the puck in the left wing, and he just fired a low liner past Gorsuch. It's kind of a drive-by. Puck ended up just sliding from the corner onto the circle, and Shea fired away, as he now has a point in all 10 home games he's played in. Shea leads Utah with 15 goals on the year. Luke Manning picked up the assist, which is his 12th of the year. Jake Dickman scored what turned out to be the game winner from the left wing, as he fired it stick side past Duplessis. Dickman taunted the crowd in section 112, and the Maverik Center crowd said, "Hey, Dickman, you're number 1, pal." As Grizzlies had some chances in the third period, Fonstad bounced the puck right off the crossbar early in the third period. Gallant hit the far post later on in the third. Briley Wood had some chances. Grizzlies, we mentioned the 9 shots they had in the third period. 6 were considered scoring chances. Thunder only had 3 shots in the third period. Andrew Nilsson laid the lumber on Kobe Walker in the third period. That was a legal play. Walker didn't see Nilsson coming. But really the difference in the game, and I wouldn't say that it was the deciding play, but Adam Berg's double minor for high sticking, 15:38 into the third, really changed the trajectory of the rest of the game. That did give Wichita a power play for most of the rest of regulation. Grizzlies did have a couple of good looks even after Berg came out of the penalty box, but the Thunder held on. Joe Carroll scored his 3rd goal of the game, unassisted, 19:58 in, as he completed the hat trick, and the Thunder came away with a 6-4 victory over the Grizzlies. What a wild one we had here at Maverik Center. Good job by the Grizzlies in the second period to climb back into the game. Because the Grizzlies were able to fully come back from down 4-0, Vinny Duplessis is the goaltender of record, as he picked up his 7th loss of the season. Vinny's record falls to 2-7-2, 7th loss in regulation. Trevor Gorsuch saved 31 of 35 as he comes away with the victory, as Trevor Gorsuch's record is now 6-1-0-1 in 8 appearances with the Thunder this season. Grizzlies went 3 for 5 on the power play. All 3 of those power play goals were scored in that stretch in the second period, that stretch of just 2 minutes and 16 seconds. 2 of those were 5-on-4 power play goals. Fonstad's goal to make it a 4-2 game was scored 5-on-3. Wichita went 1 for 6 on the power play. And remember, the Thunder did score a shorthanded goal, which is what Carroll scored, 4:38 into the second period. In terms of the shot count, Keaton Mastrodonato led the way with 7 for the Grizzlies. Mick Messner and Nils Shea each had 5 shots. Derek Dashke ended the night with 4 shots, and he had 1 assist. Dashke now has a point in 20 of 30 games with Utah this season, as he's been a consistent contributor. Cade Nilsson also had 3 shots. All 3 of those came in the first 2 periods of play. Utah got 2 shots from Brian Yoon and Cole Fonstad, who picked up his first goal in a Utah uniform. And see it a lot of times with guys, they'll go over kind of a stretch where, they don't, a goalless stretch of, quite a few games. And with Fonstad, considering he's an established goal scorer professionally, I imagine now that he's gotten that first one out of the way, he's going to start scoring them in bunches. Chad Hillebrand played a good game in his home debut, as he picked up an assist. I think that might have been his first pro point. He did play in one game with Colorado last year, and Hillebrand this season played in 11 games with Colorado. He did have one assist with the Eagles this season in 11 games, so it is his second pro point. It's his first point in a Utah uniform, as Hillebrand picked up one of the assists on the Brian Yoon goal that made it a 4-3 game. Keaton Mastrodonato had 2 assists tonight, meaning he now has a point in all 8 home games he's played in. And Shea with a goal extends his point-scoring streak at home to 10 straight, as both Mastrodonato and Shea have a point in every home game they played in this season. And for Neil Shea, he's averaging about 2 points per game at home this season. 11 goals and 8 assists. He has 19 points in just 10 home games this season. We had a pretty good crowd here at Maverik Center tonight. Attendance was 5,638. Time of game, 2 hours and 29 minutes. Well, it was a lot of fun here tonight. Tonight was the Flow Hockey ECHL Game of the Week. If it's anything like last season, I think you can go back to the Flow Sports or Flow Hockey page on YouTube, and you can watch the game, which I might do tomorrow morning. Make game notes and watch tonight's game. See how the Grizzlies fell behind 4-0, but then Utah came back, scored 4 unanswered. But you got to hand it to Wichita. You know, we always talk about how in hockey, sometimes the most important parts of a game are what happened after a goal gets scored. Well, if you think about it, hockey's such a game of momentum. You know, once Utah scored that first power play goal to make it 4-1, I mean, Wichita still had a 3-goal lead, but when Messner scored, that got the crowd fired up. Grizzlies got another power play, and then when Fonstad scored 5-on-3, less than 2 minutes after Messner had scored, all of a sudden it's 4-2. The crowd, which had been pretty quiet in the first half of the game, boy, they just started making a ton of noise. You know, Grizzlies had momentum, and then when Yoon scored only 29 seconds after Fonstad scored to make it 4-3, all of a sudden you got all sorts of momentum. It's a 1-goal game, and the crowd is into it big time. When Shea tied it up, that's about as electrified and crazy the Maverik Center crowd had been all season. But, you know, you talk about the momentum. You know, Grizzlies, even though the game was 4-3 for 6 minutes and 13 seconds between Yoon and Shea's goals, I mean, Grizzlies were playing good hockey there for that 6-minute stretch. And you know, Duplessis had made a couple good saves after replacing Barczewski. You know, when Shea scored, it was 4-4, and it felt like there was nothing that could stop the Grizzlies. You got to hand it to Wichita, though. They've been a pretty strong team here in the first 40 games of the regular season, as their record is now 23-14-2-1. They did a great job after Utah tied it up. They came back the very next shift. Jay Dickman was all alone in the left wing. He just kind of had plenty of time to have a cup of coffee and pitch a tent, and he went stick side on Duplessis, and that was the difference in the game. You know, Wichita got the momentum back, took a 5-4 lead, and it stayed that way until Joe Carroll scored on the empty net with 2 seconds left in regulation. Can the Grizzlies find a way to get that momentum earlier in a hockey game? Well, it's tough to say. You know, we talked about 4 being the magic number, but today wasn't the case. Utah is now 12-2-1 this season when scoring 4 or more. Thunder had a second intermission lead, and they're now 17-1 when leading after 2 periods this season. Grizzlies did score 4 second-period goals. It was the only period that the Grizzlies scored a goal in. They now have a second-period goal in 21 of their last 23 games. But it's not surprising that Wichita also scored 3 goals in that period, as the Thunder have now outscored opponents 54-44 in the second periods this season. So we'll see what happens here tomorrow night. I got to say, if it's anything like tonight, I think we're in for a treat. I think Jake Barczewski will be looking for a bounce-back effort, and assuming he's going to get the start for Utah, I imagine he's going to bounce back, and really it wasn't necessarily all his fault, and it never really is in a situation like that. Wichita just had some good looks, and they were able to capitalize on them there in the first half of the game. So we'll see if Barczewski gets the start and if he bounces back. Wichita, you know, Trevor Gorsuch, we had mentioned the outstanding start to the season he has had, but he was third on the depth chart for Wichita for most of the season. Wichita has had 2 goaltenders, including former Grizzly and former NHL goaltender Aaron Dell, called up to the AHL. And so Gorsuch right now is the starter, and he probably will be in net for the Thunder once again tomorrow. So we'll see if Utah bounces back in Game 2 of this 3-game series. It will be tomorrow night, 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off. Don't forget that Monday will be the series finale. And with Monday, which will be a 7:10 face-off, you can get a family 4-pack of tickets for just $48. And then the following week, the Idaho Steelheads will be in town. Friday, January 31st will be an AFCU Friday, followed up by the Guns N' Hoses extravaganza on Saturday, February 1st. There's going to be 3 charity games in the day leading up to the Grizzlies game at 7 o'clock. And remember, if you get a Grizzlies ticket, that's good to get you in the door for the charity games in the afternoon. And then Monday, February 3rd, will be another night where you can get a family 4-pack of tickets for just $48. 3 stars of the game. Third star is Declan Smith. He scored his first pro goal, 7:33 into the first. Second star is Jay Dickman, who had 1 goal and 2 assists. He was a +3. He only had 2 shots, but he made them count tonight. He's the second star. And Joe Carroll with 3 goals and 1 assist. Carroll was a +3, and he had 4 shots for the Thunder tonight. Joe Carroll is the number 1 star of the game. We'll now wrap things up here from Maverik Center. Once again, in 2 hours and 29 minutes in front of a good crowd of 5,638. It was the Joe Carroll show as he had 3 goals and 1 assist. Jay Dickman had 1 goal and 2 assists. Grizzlies got multiple point games from Keaton Mastrodonado. He was the only guy to have more than 1 point for the Grizzlies tonight. The Maestro now has 6 multiple point games this season. That's 6 multi-point games in just 18 contests for the Grizzlies this year, as Mastrodonado's averaging more than a point a game, as he has 19 points in 18 games, 7 goals and 12 assists. And he has a point in all 8 home games this season. And Neil Shea has a point in all 10 home games for the Grizzlies this year, as he scored that big second period goal to tie it up 16-13 into the second. We'll see if the Grizzlies can bring a little bit more luck, and we'll see if they'll pick up a W tomorrow in the second of a 3-game set. Your tickets, UtahGrizzlies.com. We're just hanging out. It's now an empty Maverik Center, and we're just trying to pursue our dreams. And our dreams are to hopefully someday, some way, get ourselves to the National Hockey League. And hopefully someday those dreams will come true. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is. You've been listening to the Flow Hockey ECHL Game of the Week on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network. Good night, everybody.